I think we might be ready to begin. Let's go ahead and exit out of that and launch this. We are gonna transfer. And here we have our Barachi Hunter that we started yesterday. Let's save, reload. And still not working, as apparently is tradition. So let me go ahead and give it another try. Alright, it's working now, so let's continue. The character seems pretty strong in my opinion. It has decent crossbow skill. I just found an Arbalest of Electrocution. I haven't even had the chance to train it yet. It was one of the last things I found in my previous stream. So we are probably gonna be training a bit of that as soon as I'm done with my invocations goal. And yeah, we're playing some Touhou 6. I like the games. I don't play them that much. I do like them, but I love the soundtracks. Like, the soundtracks are legit pretty good, and I feel like they're pretty underrated. Not a lot of people know about them even. Like, pretty much only the people who have played Touhou, it seems. Kidoki. What is this? Ooh, more bolts. That's pretty nice. We don't have a steady source of bolts, and we will not have that until we have a rune and we can access bolts. And from bolts onwards, we should have enough bolts to win the game. Kind of hard to pronounce that, or to differentiate from the word bolt, as in the type of ammunition, and bolts as in the place. Which you got for Ogre Venom Mage. Whatever you want, pretty much. Like, it legit works with whatever you want. In fact, someone else in the Discord asked that. In not my Discord, but like the Roguelikes Discord. And my answer was, you can go with whatever you want that doesn't actively hinder you. So I don't like Xin, so I wouldn't go Xin, but if you feel strong while playing Xin, I guess you can give that a try. But I would personally go with something like Okawaru. Would be like a very safe, thing to pick for a god. You can also go Gosag. Gosag is pretty good in general. Like, pretty much anything that is not Throg, or a god that you don't personally like. Like, the other day I did Ogre Venom Mage of Nemeleg's 15 runes, and it was 15 runes, and it worked pretty well for me. Those elixir cards are pretty fantastic. Also, like, doing deal 4 escape in extended turned out to be like, I would say that better than Sanctuary, you know, because not only does it save you as well as Sanctuary does, but it also leaves you in conditions to resume the fighting once you're done, right? And Sanctuary doesn't really do that. It only kind of guarantees you to be alive. Kidoki. Kind of running low on bolts. I wonder why, but I've been losing a lot of bolts here. Okay, that was on good. Xin is more of a Winmore goth now that I think about it. Yeah, I would go Xin if I was prone to making mistakes, but I feel like as I am right now, I am very good at not making mistakes as long as I have the power output or the power level to kill things, you know? And Xin doesn't really increase your power output that much. Like, you need to rely on hexes that don't work on a couple of monsters. Like, for example, for Lair, Xin does nothing, truly. Apart from the very rare Hell Rats, Xin is not really gonna be affecting anything here. I guess it's better for Orc, and you probably should go to Orc before going to Lair as a Xin worshipper, but that's kind of weird. Yeah, I would only be comfortable doing that as a Venom Mage. Probably not a good god if you lack offense. Yeah, that's the issue my human brigand encountered. If you're already strong enough, like you're probably not gonna need to use Zin's abilities. And if you're not strong enough, you need a better god. You know, like straight up, you need to have a god that allows you not to die in those bad situations. And Sin doesn't really do that much apart from Sanctuary, but you cannot spam Sanctuary. Yeah, I'm really just not a fan of Sin. Yeah, like if I have to pick between Zin and the Shining One for like 15 runes, for example, I would go with the Shining One pretty much always, because the Shining One is much more simple. It's much it doesn't demand so much experience from you, because like in order for Sin Sanctuary or for Sin Recite to be good, and that I am doubtful about, you need to train a lot of invocations, like serious amounts of invocations, and with the Shining One you don't really need to train invocations. I mean, you probably should, because angels are good, but you don't need to train it to 27 unless you really want to be using Cleansing Flame. Just because like heal on kills of demons and undead is good enough to be worth a god, right? At least that's how I feel about it. Okay, it feels good not to be Che moving anymore. I mean, I'm Barachi moving, which is similar to chain moving, but not quite chain moving. Okay, I like my damage output. My weapon is really good for this point in the game. My defenses are not good, but it's manageable. Okay. Okay, 6 pips of Piety. Now I can get an Arbalest, or an Arbalest of Holy Wrath. And we're gonna be set for extended pretty much. But we don't really have to care about that for now. Kind of a bit nervous about how many bolts I've been losing. Okay, maybe this is not a terrible situation to get an angel, but I think we can go by without an angel. It would be an issue if there were more things other than the Torpor Snail and the Dream Sheep. You recently started doing Hell and Tomb with 1 and doing Pan and Abyss with Z. Feels like a big brain strat, huh? I mean, I can see why, because Pan and Abyss have a lot more malmutating on them. I still don't know if I would like to give that a try, because I just feel like the Shining One fits what I want to do a lot more than Zin. But if it works for you, that's pretty good. Like, I mean, the good gods have that mechanic for a reason. Might as well take advantage of it. Yeah, that kind of sucks. The elephant pushed me off the stairs, and I was trying to like stair dance these guys, but I was unable to do so. We're gonna train that to 10. We're gonna train it. Yeah, I only have a Phantom Mirror, but I will have more evocables in the near future. And I'm gonna need something to carry me through the early game until the point where I actually have a steady amount of bolts. But as soon as I'm done training that, I would definitely love to go back to training my Arbalest. because I would like to have a minimum delay arbalest. That ending to looks like it's pretty messed up, actually. I don't think I want to do it right now. Gonna go to Orc. Orc should be fine. We should see a bunch of priests and stuff that gives a lot of the Shining One piety. Okay. It's very hard for monsters to be able to survive several turns of melee of a plus 10 rapier, like really hard. Truly, a plus 10 electricity rapier is like one of the best things that I could have found on this character. And then this Arbalest of Electrocution is also one of the best things that I could have found. So I am feeling really good about this character as it is right now. It might be lacking a lot of things actually, but at least it has damage and it has decent armor class. All the other things come later. Yeah, going back to the question of what god for an Ogre Venom Mage, I like the Shining One. Like, I feel the Shining One is pretty decent as a 3-rune god, if you want to go for 3 runes only. Of course, it's exponentially better for 15 runes because you take advantage of the really busted things that the Shining One has, but the Halo, the permanent, like, See Invisible, the Angels, the Shield is kind of okay, but not really that much of a factor. But still, it's, I guess, something nice to have, I would assume. So yeah, I like the Shining One for Ogre Venom Mage, but truly, you can just go whatever you want with Ogre Venom Mage. It really is that strong. Like, in order for it to not be as strong, and for it to require you to get like a specific god, you need to get like really unlucky with what you find and stuff. But it's like super unlikely because the starting book, as it is enough to. Ooh, okay, that could be really bad if it happens again. 43% chance. Might as well kill that sorcerer. I completely forgot that those guys have paralysis, because it very rarely happens. Truly, by the time I get here, more often than not, I already have enough willpower to not get destroyed by those guys. But I'm very glad that I didn't die there. I didn't even take a lot of damage, so yeah, it was okay. And I'm very glad that I didn't get the Ogre Mage ending, because that ending would have been really messed up for this character. Okay, I was going to do Cleansing Flame to kill the priest through the summons. There was no real need to do that, but I ended up doing it anyway, because why not? I'm gonna buy Acquirement. We're probably gonna buy those globes. Probably also the File of Lots. We're probably gonna buy these. Immolation and Summoning as well. And I don't think I care about any of those things. Yeah, maybe the Glowing Broadaxe could be good, but I am not willing to make the switch to Axes. I like my Rapier, and eventually I will find something better than that Falchion and that Rapier, so I would probably make the switch to that. Anyway, let's read the Scroll of Acquirement, let's see what we get. Manual Shields goes to waste, we are not gonna be using that. A Ring of Ice and Staff of Cold, not really interested, not even pumping intelligence. So I guess we get a small gold gain from buying the acquirement. At the end it was pretty much a free acquirement, so I cannot really complain about it. I guess we can buy a couple of these things, including the File of Lots. Probably gonna buy that. I'm kind of disappointed with the gloves that I just bought. I was really expecting gloves of archery for some reason, and they were exactly the same as what I currently have, so not very good. I'm gonna buy these. Probably also magic mapping, I don't think I have one. Yeah. And in the future, if I need them, I'll go back for these enchant armor. Okay, I have a potion. Maybe it's a potion of experience, but it's not really. Hand axe of electrocution, kind of nasty. But yeah, you know, something else that I would have liked to find on this character would have been the orc ending that has a million arbalest orcs, because that's a lot of ammunition. You can see right now, like I already did a fair amount of dungeon and almost all of lure, and I have 55 bolts. That's not the greatest thing in the world. I would like to have a lot more. Okay, and we keep finding centaurs. They are super common in dungeon. Hopefully the entrance to bolts has like a Yoctor band or something, and we can get some bolts from there. I forgot to buy the pile of lots, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, perfect. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I get for buying a file of lots. I immediately find another one. That kind of sucks. That's a really feel-bad moment when you spend so much money for a file of lots and then you get another one on the floor immediately after buying it. Truly unfortunate. I hope that I won't need the money, but yeah, that's a really feels bad moment. I mean, I guess it's a good item anyway. It prevents me from getting banished by wizards and stuff. So yeah, I cannot really complain about that. But I do wish the character got like file of lots +1 whenever you find another one on the floor, and it only like very slightly increases the damage or something. You know, just to have it as a marginal upgrade. Like it's obviously not gonna be as good as like getting another item, but it's gonna be something that actually kind of does something, you know, as opposed to what it is right now, which is pretty bad. So Rupert can paralyze me 60%, and I think I die if that happens. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should summon an angel. Yeah, I think it was maybe overkill to get 2 angels against Rupert, but I'll still rather just play it safe than get paralyzed and instantly killed by Rupert. I could have also teleported, but I saw my chance to kill Rupert and I took it. What did Rupert even have this game? Great Mace of Protection. That's it. That's it. I cannot really put it to use, so we are just gonna continue with the game after killing Rupert. We spent a lot of piety in those 2 angels, but we are perfectly okay with that because we're not gonna be summoning angels or wanting to summon angels every fight. We get a bolt entrance with dancing weapons. I am not a fan of that. Yeah, as I mentioned, I really wanted a bolt entrance with Yoctars, so it's kind of lame that we got that, but then we find a second acquirement with a fantastic ring and fantastic globes as well. The quick blade is kind of lame, we can just kind of ignore it. So it's kind of a hard decision actually. The ring is obviously incredible, but the globes are also obviously incredible. I really cannot decide on which one of these 2 great items to get. Since nothing really provides me with willpower here, I think I'm just gonna keep this acquirement for a while and and I'll make a pick depending on what I don't find. Like if I don't find fire resistance, I'll get the ring. If I don't find resistance to electricity, I'll get the globes. And if I find another acquirement, I'll just make a decision immediately to take a look at the new acquirement. So, okay, Francis could be an issue. Normally she is not an issue, but this character has really nothing on the way of cold resistance. Iron Shot could really hurt. Yeah, I am not feeling the Francis fight. I guess I could Berserk her, and she should die in like 3 turns. But yeah, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not at full HP. There's a troll to help her. I think I can beat her. I'm just gonna give it a try. Let's see how it goes. In fact, if she's slowed, I don't think I need to Berserk. Ouch. Okay. We are okay with that. Maybe walk away from those guys to take advantage of the choke point. But that went pretty fine. I could have reset the fight just by teleporting and taken advantage of the fact that I have an Arbalest. But I don't think there was a real need to do that, because at the end of the day I was able to win. I kind of want to open this. Ooh, Mibe 1 to 3. I wonder if it's good old Mibe from the community. Weak to fire. Gonna think about that later on when I can actually open that, because as it is right now, I definitely cannot. Okay, I don't like this vault. Like, I don't have permanent flight, and I don't really have that many potions of flight either, so it's just taunting me with loot that I cannot really reach. Yeah, we can just skip the rest of this level. Okay. I think first and foremost I should get this to 14. And then we're gonna... Wait, what was that? Transfer and Rove? It's a Rove. I actually don't care. So I used to not pick up... ones of random effects until I realized that they had like Bolt of Draining and like actually good effects, you know? And then they removed that, and now they're not really that good anymore. Okay, this is really fun. This vault is an eclectic emporium. It has Experience, Earth, Enchant, Evening Stars, Evocation, Evasion, Staff of Earth, and Executioner's Axe. I like this vault. I like it like quite a bit. And yeah, I could have used the money that I spent on the File of Lots in here. It would be quite useful. Yeah, quite useful indeed. But alas, we don't get the chance to do that. Hopefully later on we actually can come back and buy that Potion of Experience before it becomes completely irrelevant. It would have been actually quite good for this character as it is right now, but we don't really get the option to use it. I could always acquire gold, but acquiring gold from that scroll is a massive waste, and I would rather just wait until I have to acquire something. Okay. That doesn't feel very good. 15-17 versus 21-11. I think I'm gonna go with 15-17. Oh, okay. So I could have just not read those Scrolls of Torment, or not read Identify on the Scrolls, and I would have been able to use them to torment something. Probably shouldn't have gotten an angel here. I wanted to use Cleansing Flame, but I guess an angel kind of gets rid of everything for me, because that's kind of what it does. It's pretty strong as a summon. The tower shield is really what makes it absolutely insane. Very, very strong, really. Much stronger than most other summons in this game, solely because the Deva has a tower shield. Cannot really overstate how strong a tower shield on a monster is. Okay, better for that Deva to be malmutated than me. Please kill it. Thank you. And I guess it was a pretty decent use of summoning an angel, even if very suboptimal, because I didn't really need to summon an angel there. And I went for a very brief period of time using acid scales, but I switched to this plate of fire resistance that the game provided me with, because it's just better. Fire resistance is actually relevant for this part of the game. I think it's time for me to face my fears and do Lure 6. Yeah, it's really messed up that I go down and I immediately lose like 25% HP. Okay. And yeah, when it comes to the quick blade, like, I guess it's great. I actually don't think it's great, because it's a quick blade of Holy Wrath. Holy Wrath deals more damage, the more base damage that your weapon deals. If it dealt some form of base damage, sorry for that. If it dealt some form of base damage based on the brand and only the brand, then it would be really, really busted on the quick blade. But since it only checks your weapon's base damage, then it's not really that good. You know, if it had a damage component like Electrocution does, then I would be very hyped to get that quick blade of Holy Wrath, but it's not the case. So you want to hear something funny? If you're shooting a launcher over shallow water, you do not fumble, which makes that better than a melee weapon, even in melee range if you're standing on shallow water. Okay, I don't think it was particularly necessary or essential for me to summon an angel there, but why not? I figured, like, that's kind of what experience is there for, to use it. Ouch! Wow, how much damage was that? Only 37, was not that bad, but it could have gotten nasty if I had not been at full HP. And yeah, I don't think Xin does anything that can compare to an angel at this point in the game. Maybe later on Sanctuary gets really good and stuff, but later on, why do you really need God Assistance? God Assistance is most impactful in the early game, I think. And for now, the Shining One is really doing some work. The extra accuracy from the Halo, I guess the heal on kills hasn't really come into effect, but it will very soon. And of course, the angels are just fantastic. Okay, that Dire Elephant dealt quite a bit of damage. I should probably put that on. Yeah, I kind of like that because I already have fire resistance from the plate. Okay, some enchant weapon, lightning rod, +2 hat. No, oh wait, see invisible is actually kind of useless. I already have it pretty much permanently, so might as well just get rid of the hat and replace it with the hat that gives me more defenses. Okay, so I have the rapier at minimum delay. That is gonna be very good because this weapon is gonna remain pretty decent for I want to say the entirety of a 3-rune game actually. Of course, this character is looking to go for the whole 15 runes, and in Extended there's a lot of things that have resistance to electricity, so it's not that good there. But for a 3-rune game, it's fantastic. I kind of want to open this to check for the book. I think I should be able to win. It looks like I should be able to win, so I guess we can give it a try. Okay, we got Toxic Radiance, but it's an Octopode Ghost. It doesn't have resistance to electricity. We kill it really fast. Pretty good. Okay. As I was expecting, it was a pretty hard ending to learn. Like the ending with the Merfolk is pretty hard. It's not the hardest one, but it is pretty hard. It does have some nice loot, which we did get a lightning rod. We got an upgrade for my hat. It was pretty decent. But yeah, I still would like to get willpower. We're about to hit the mid game. In fact, we are already kind of in the mid game because the next step for this character is to get a rune, and we don't have willpower, which means that we are kind of terrified of anything that checks willpower. And there is a lot of things in this game that check willpower. Spider and swamp. It's quite unfortunate. I am not a fan of Spider, and I am also not a fan of Swamp. But for this character, I guess a Spider is probably gonna be easier. I could do Swamp and like shoot things, but there's a lot of things in Swamp that could potentially kill me very fast with these defenses that are not incredible defenses. Okay. Oh, you know what? If there was a time to get a friend, this would be it. We get an angel. Unfortunately, angels don't get shields, so it's gonna die really fast. I find it funny how when you summon a friend with the Shining One, you can get an angel or a Deva. If you get a Deva, you're guaranteed to win the fight, right? But if you get an angel, angels are pretty decent, admittedly, but they are not as strong as as Devas are, solely because Devas get shields and angels don't. So yeah, getting an angel instead of a Deva from that is kind of a shame. Angels have heal, but they don't heal you ever. So that is kind of underwhelming if you think about it. The Orb of Destruction hits you, really? I thought it was gonna hit the Jumping Spider, but I guess not. So, using the Shining One Piety here is okay, because I'm gonna have the Money Crawlers, and the Money Crawlers give you back the Shining One Piety when you kill them. because they're demonic. So it's kind of okay. I can probably afford to summon an angel for the final floor. Okay, that's very flavorful to find a +5 rapier just laying on the floor, and a scroll of enchant weapon as well. It's almost as if the game's wanting me to enchant that rapier to +9, but I wouldn't really do it. I don't need to. The +10 rapier that I have right now should be good enough for the rest of the game, as I mentioned before. And by the time it stops being incredible, I will probably have a Holy Arbalest, which will take its place. Okay, we got some kind of unlucky poisoning right here. Really unlucky poisoning, actually, because I have poison resistance. I'm using the rapier, and it provides me with that. So yeah, kind of a shame. That Scorched Chainmail is almost guaranteed to be better than what I have. I don't know if it's better. I don't know if it's better. It's probably not. I don't know how much I should value the regeneration. You know what? The evasion is gonna do it. Oof, I gained back 3 points of evasion. I think gaining back 3 points of evasion is pretty good. Like 2018 versus 2215, and I also regenerate, and I lose fire resistance, which is not really relevant. I'm gonna stick with it. Let's see how it goes. But I'm obviously gonna keep the plate around. Sure. Okay. This is the perfect time for me to pull out my Arbalest and shoot those orb spiders. Yeah, finding this Arbalest of Electrocution is pretty cool, or it was pretty cool. It's just such a rare thing to have, and this character got it. I of course would have preferred Penetration or Speed, but Electrocution is also decent. Even if it doesn't do a lot against things that I wouldn't be able to kill with my rapier. So yeah, in that particular sense, I would really like to get something that complements the rapier. But I guess it's fine for an early game weapon. I shouldn't really complain about it, because there's a lot of characters that use Arbalests and never really get an Arbalest Randart. And I got one super early into the game. I haven't even started to see Yogg-Tor bands, and we have a Randart Rapier already, or a Randart Arbalest. I mean, the Randart Rapier is also super sweet. In fact, the Randart Rapier is allowing me to fight in this situation because of the Electrocution brand. If it was not for that, I would not be able to take this fight, and I would have to just leave. But the Electrocution damage alone is kind of killing these spiders. Yeah, 2 Entropy Weavers is pretty messed up. But fortunately, I was strong enough to kill everything. That vault seems nasty. Yeah, I got immediately held in a web, and there's a knockoff plant right there. So that is like not a good vault. Well, I guess it's good in the sense that it immediately forces the player into a bad and dangerous position, but I certainly would prefer it to not be as it is, because it feels kind of unfair. Alrighty. Big damage thanks to Electrocution. Let's see what else we get. Sling Bullets, another Phantom Mirror. Where's the Condenser Veins and the Tins of Tremor Stones? Oh, and this vault also has all 3 downstairs. I only just realized that. That's nasty. Okidoki. That was an Emperor Scorpion. We kinda melted through it like butter. Okay, there's Azrael at the edge of the screen. I know that is Azrael because that's like the only way a Hellhound would generate here. So I'm gonna switch into my fire gear. Not for Azrael, but for Azrael's band. Pretty much because the band deals a lot of fire damage. Azrael will deal a lot of damage to you, fire resistance or no fire resistance. So if you want to deal with Azrael, the proper way to do it is to kill him or to attack him in a way that in a controlled environment, I guess. If you have allies or Azrael allies surrounding you, Azrael will probably not shoot Damnation at you, which makes the fight much easier. But you still need fire resistance because he will not hesitate to attack you with fire attacks, and he does have a lot of that. Okay, I'm not liking this Spider 3. I feel like it's very reminiscent of the entering Spider and just being surrounded by 40 spiders immediately. Okay. So I think I did see Azrael down there. I may have seen, yeah, noticed Azrael. So how are we going to do this? This would be a good time to bless an Arbalest if I could, but I don't have an Arbalest just yet, so I cannot take advantage of the holy wrath that happens when you bless a weapon. I feel like it would be a nice thing to have for this fight. Not necessary, but it would be certainly very cool. And we only took 13 damage from that Damnation, but it piles up really fast. Let's see. Curl Damnation has a range of 6. I guess I can wait for it to come closer to me. Okay, we are okay with Fireballs, but we are not okay with Damnation. We can just keep doing that. Okay, we get hit for a lot. That's fine. We're just gonna jump away to gain some ground on Azrael. And things are not looking very good as it is right now. I think this fight will has a potential to go downhill. So I'm just gonna re-teleport into Arachne apparently. Gonna read another teleport here. And I'm gonna try to kill the Demonic Crawler because the Demonic Crawler is demonic and I would heal. And I have like no chance to kill Arachne there, right? So I guess getting a kill on the Demonic Crawler there would have been okay. Not really necessary, but it would have been very cool. And wow, the Fire Elemental sets off the alarm. I guess I cannot rest here. Yeah, I'm not liking this situation as it is right. This is not looking very good. I would maybe like to leave. Let's read another teleport. I have a lot of them, and I've had a lot of them for a significant part of the game already, so might as well give it a try. Okay. Alright, we take that. That was not bad at all. We actually dealt a lot of damage with Cleansing Flame to those Fire Elementals. I have no idea how or why they took so much damage from Cleansing Flame. But I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm just gonna take it. And of course we killed the Hellhound because Holy Wrath and Demon. Oh, I'm still marked. Probably should leave the level, rest to full HP, and come back up. But before going, oh my god, like, okay, that Torpor Snail could be bad. Please kill the Torpor Snail. I guess not. Okay, one more. Okay, didn't kill the third person nail, did kill the money crawler. And of course we're severely poisoned again, past poison resistance. Truly a shame. In this particular case, I didn't really feel that comfortable having that, so I just decided to drink curing to remove all the poison. And what I'm gonna do here is gonna be reading teleports, going upstairs. Okay, I'm gonna teleport probably next turn. I would like to be able to kill the demonic crawler, but it's not possible. And we go upstairs and the entropy weaver immediately corrodes me. That feels kind of bad. But yet again, I'm probably gonna teleport next turn. Or not. Or not. Excuse me? Excuse me? Well, it is what it is. I'm gonna jump away. We get a bath teleport. I guess it's actually kind of fine. We can just blink into safety and then get rid of. Azrael here is really bad. Really, really, really bad. I don't know if I can go upstairs using this hatch that I'm standing in before Azrael blasts me with damnation. Yeah, I'm not gonna go upstairs. Probably gonna read another blinking because at the end of the day I have a lot of blinking, so why not make use of it? In fact, like, probably blinking here is safe. And puts Azrael outside my line of sight. No, it wouldn't be the case. Yeah, maybe blinking here. I feel like I'm gonna reveal the edge of the level and it's gonna be pretty safe. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna just spend a second blinking. I know there's like a chance of me not dying there, like a very good chance, but I would rather not take the chance and just like do this because I feel like it's much safer. Okay, that Orb of Destruction can kill me. Yeah, this kind of sucks. This feels really bad. I don't have enough mana to get an angel. Summonings. No summonings, no spells. I was thinking of getting an angel, but I don't have enough mana to do so. I think I'm just gonna drink another heal wounds. Okay, I would like to read Fogu, but I think this has a cloud on top of it. Probably not, actually. So I guess there's it's like a non-zero or possibility for me to just block line of sight. Okay, this is fine, I guess. Okay, immediate poison from the redback. I think I need to get rid of it. This is terrible. This is really, really bad. I need to get out of this level. This level sucks, by the way. It's a super small level with 2 uniques. There's no good arena here. I'm pretty much always gonna be surrounded. I'm being surrounded without a shield. Kinda sucks. Yeah. Snake or spider is such garbage. Moderately wounded. If there's a level to get an angel on, it's this one, but I don't even have enough mana to do so. Hoping that I can teleport here, land in a safe place, regain all my mana, get an angel, and just kill everything. Or I could Cleansing Flame here. Cleansing Flame has a non-zero chance to just kill Azrael as it is right now. He doesn't have that much HP, and he is severely wounded, so I'm just gonna go ahead with the Cleansing Flame. Azrael is almost dead. Okay, okay. I'm held, so I cannot really melee Azrael, but Azrael is weak to cold, and I'm carrying Ice Blast, so I'm gonna do this, and that should kill. Like, if that doesn't kill, I'm gonna be quite annoyed. And of course it does kill, and we get an excellent teleport. And okay, we immediately got netted again after landing from the teleport, but now I can get out of here, rest of full HP, and give it another try, I guess. At least I was able to kill Azrael, so something, something. I feel like I spent a lot of resources there, but at the end I won the fight, so I guess it was fine. Okay, not a fan of taking so much damage, just from every fight, but that is a particular issue that I'll probably not encounter once we are done with Spider. Okay, I need Phantom Mirror, or not Phantom Mirror, I need File of Lots here to prevent Arachne from ensnaring me, because that gets hold. And I guess I am done with Azrael, so we can switch back to the Chainmail and the Ring of Dexterity for a bit of extra evasion. Yeah, 2018 defenses are pretty decent. Okay. Now let's try to kill Arachne. Pile of Lots. Are you fast or something? Yeah, I guess you are. Are you moderately wounded? Heavily wounded now. I might be able to beat Arachne as it is right now. Like, no need to buff. File of Lots is really good as a hex. I guess you could call it a hex on a monster. Like, if the monster has spells, you can File of Lots the monster and it kind of becomes trivial. Of course, it's not the same, it's not the case for like all monsters. In fact, Arachne has good melee and good spells and a lot of HP, so she can be very threatening even if you remove one part of the equation. But she doesn't have resistances, and I have electrocution, which deals a lot of damage, so yeah, we were able to beat her very fast. Actually, kind of surprised at the damage output that I have right now, because I don't think I have any slaying, and that ended pretty fast. Yeah. Oh, I don't have boots. Can I not wear boots or something? I don't know. Nothing here leads me to believe that I cannot wear boots. So I guess I just haven't found boots this game. I'm about to get my first rune and I still don't have boots. Crazy things that happen to people who play Crawl sometimes. So let's see, what do we want to play today? Now that the Toho music is over, I guess we can go to this soundtrack. This is a good soundtrack. This would be the soundtrack for Grand Apu World 2, which is a ROM hack of Super Mario World. But it has a pretty good soundtrack, so I keep it in the playlist. It's not like, I think it has like maybe one or two original songs. Most of them are covers or ports of other songs. Oh, that game slaps. Yeah, I follow the creator, and I've actually followed the creator before, ever since I heard about Grand Poo World 1. Yeah, whenever I'm not streaming, I'm usually there. Lately, it hasn't really been the case because he's been playing a lot of Zelda, and I've never really been a fan of Zelda. I don't really enjoy it, so I haven't really been watching lately. But whenever that is over, I'm gonna go back to watching a lot of that guy. Invictus has a good soundtrack too. Yeah, I think I also have the Invictus soundtrack in here. Joss Cook also uses Toho music for his hacks. Yeah, I watch a lot of guys on Mario actually, but I would never play guys on Mario myself. It just doesn't look like something that I would enjoy, or that I would. Yeah, I think the important thing with games in general is that, like, challenging games, of course, um, is that you need to like it in order to get good at it. And I don't like Mario enough to get good at it, or good enough that I would be playing those kinds of ROM hacks. So yeah, but I do watch a lot of people who play them. In fact, like, the streamer who I usually watch on Fridays, Jen Sorbit, plays a bit of Mario. She plays variety, but among her variety games, there's Kaizo, and she's pretty good at it. I guess she's much better than I will ever be, because I just don't care good enough. Because I don't care enough to get good at it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Same, lol. I love watching speedruns, but I like turn-based games myself. Yeah. Um, when it comes to speedrunning, I feel like, well, first of all, as I always say, people should just do whatever makes them happy. But from watching people grind speedruns, I don't really get the impression that they are happy while doing so. But I might be misled. Anyway, I'm just not a fan of speedruns and speedrunning in general. I guess it's cool to see the end product. That is cool because oh, no, we are not gonna be doing that. I wanted to summon an angel here. Yeah. I guess it's cool to see the end product, but the process is like such a time-consuming process, and that I'm not that much a fan of. Okay, wow, I cannot believe the Emperor Scorpion was actually beating the Deva. That is kind of insane. Did it... Oh, I lost the Deva. What's up with that? I was really expecting the Deva to last for the entirety of this level. That's why I summoned the Deva, to get some help, but I guess not. Okay, that's kind of a shame. I really could have used a Deva. I was really happy to have found a Deva. Oh, Emperor Scorpions are giant and they can step on deep water. Interesting. I wonder if they fumble in deep water. They are giant. No, actually, I know they don't fumble because a Nugger doesn't fumble. So it would make sense that something that's bigger than a Nugger doesn't fumble. Okay. So far so good. Liking what I'm seeing right here. We should be able to just kill these things and grab the rune. Righty. So now we have a rune. We have access to the bolts now, and that is very important for this character because now I have like a near unlimited stream of bolts. Okay, we're about to get minimum delay on the Arbalest too. That's pretty good. Okay. Ooh, Spark Wasp. Okay, should be able to kill it before it kills me. You know what? I'm just gonna play it safe and blink away from it and shoot it. It's best to do that than to have to do it after it hits me for 40 in a single turn, which would definitely happen because I don't have the resistance. Not just yet. I could always read that scroll of acquirement and get the globes of resistance to electricity and 7 strength, but the ring is also incredible. I don't think the character is being crippled by not making an immediate decision, but the time is getting close. Like, if in fact, I could just get the globes and go do Elf. The last time I went into Elf, I almost got killed by Zephyr Mancers. Zephyr Mancers, as they are right now, they're way too buff. like way too much danger and power for what is supposed to be a trash mob, or I guess not quite a trash mob, but really like not a higher tier elf, you know? It's not a demonologist, not an annihilator, and it deals, its lightning bolt is almost the same damage as the lightning bolt of an annihilator. um, Yeah. Oh, it got nerfed. It was 3 dice of 18, and now it's 3 dice of 16. So it got a bit nerfed. It's still way too much. I feel like it needs maybe one more spell to dilute its spell base. Because as it is right now, it's lightning bolts every turn. And if you get multi-sapped, you're gonna get destroyed. Okie dokie. 3 dice of 20 versus 3 dice of 16 is very close, to be completely honest. And that is not even taking into account the fact that it can multi-sap. So I guess I'm gonna try to do bolts, and let's see what really happens here. Okay. And now we're gonna start to see Yoktar bands, and Yoktar bands, like pretty much every band that I kill will get me like 100 bolts. So yeah, this is the first one. Take note of my bolts. I had like 73 when I started. Let's see how many I have by the time I kill these guys. 131, so it wasn't even a full band. It was like 3 of them. I still got a very high amount of bolts. Okay, something important to remember, and in fact something that prevents me from going and doing elf, is that I don't have willpower, so I am extremely vulnerable to paralysis, slow, petrification, banishment, and even with the Shining One, I don't think I am strong enough to survive all of that. Maybe, yeah, I was thinking maybe there's an item of willpower that I missed, but there's only ropes. We cannot really use that. And in this situation, I would like to use Condenser Bane or Tin of Tremor Stones, because either one of those just murders everything on the screen right now, but I don't have them, so I'm gonna have to use the next best thing in the form of Lightning Rod. And what we're gonna do is just like fill the entirety of this room with Lightning Rod. Okay, I think this is okay. Like, I'm not gonna be hitting the orc, but the orc is like kind of the least important thing there. We can continue doing that. Maybe one more. Okay, we're dealing a lot of damage. I think I may have one more charge, but I'm not sure. Oh, I don't have any more charges, but yeah, everything is pretty hurt here. We can just finish them off by tapping. Okay, this is bad. The Ogre Mage has a 38% chance to paralyze. I'm gonna try to kill the Warden. Oh, this is a strong Cyclops. What gives it might? I guess the Convoker does. Okay, you know what? Maybe Cleansing Flame to kill the Convoker. There we go, that's very good. Probably wanna keep spamming Cleansing Flame to kill the Ogre Mage without actually fighting it. It works pretty well. Okay, Donald with a Kite, Shield of Reflection, and a Broad Axe of Electrocution. Donald is very well geared out this game. In fact, I don't know how I can kill Donald, because he would just reflect my electricity bolts and I would get electrocuted myself. Maybe the correct thing to do here is to Wreath Teleport on Donald. Okay. And I'll come back and fight him when I think I can win. As it is right now, I don't think I can do so. And we've been gaining a lot of bolts from doing bolts 1. Oh, another ring of protection from cold. We don't really want it. Like, truly, 1 ring of protection from cold is more than enough. Very rarely will you want to wear double rings of protection from cold. Wearing double rings of protection from fire can happen, but it's unlikely that you will need it. And I almost got killed by that ogre mage, even though I was at full HP. Like, I could have gotten paralyzed, and that would have been really bad. Starting to feel the heat of kind of being naked. Probably should switch to wearing the Scarf of Resistance. We lose 3 armor class, but we gain fire and cold resistance without having to get rid of the regeneration from the chainmail, and we also keep a lot of strength from the chainmail as well. So yeah, I kind of like it as it is right now. Okay. What happened there? Okay, you have anti-magic, but you're waterlogged, so you cannot even protect the Annihilator. I need to prioritize the Annihilator. Okay, that was pretty good. Why are you training past 18? Yeah, we are not gonna be doing that. Triple crossbows are cool and everything, but we cannot afford to get a triple crossbow. We're gonna train fighting from 12 to 21, and we're probably gonna get banished by this wizard. I'm gonna try not to, but I cannot really promise anything. How much range does it have? On its banishment. I guess it's full screen. That's not good. And okay. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Maybe ask for an angel? This seems like an angel situation. Just to not get banished. Okay, of course Adeba just destroys the angel immediately. Okay, more Yogg-Tars, which means more bolts. And yeah, Mr. Deba will help me kill that Frost Giant. Okay, did it abjure my... No, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, I still don't have... Still don't have Condenser Bane, so this fight will be mildly annoying. So if I understand it correctly, Cleansing Flame doesn't deal damage to my allies. The user's allies are never affected, okay. So I could use Cleansing Flame here to deal damage to Donald. It's not very good, so I'm not gonna do it. I would like to deal damage to the Convoker or something. Donald dies, okay. That's not good. We're probably gonna read another teleport here. It seems like a situation where I could very easily die. And another Lightning Rod. This game has been very unfortunate when it comes to what experience evocables drop. What I want to get is Vial of Floods and Tin of Tremor Stones, and the game keeps providing me with others that I'm not really that interested in. Oh, that is delightful. Okay, we're not gonna be able to go down those stairs, so let's go ahead and run for the next ones. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, we can just kind of tap through that. Oh, we got another requirement. Okay, so it's time to make a decision. I'm leaning towards the Globes of 7th Strength. Yeah, But on the other hand, I can get Gloves of Archery, and that would be a feel-bad moment. But I really need to get something right about now. I really want to get the gloves, but the ring is also incredible. Like, that is legit a pretty good ring. But the gloves are also really good. Okay, I'm just gonna get the gloves. Okay, it's a good upgrade, and I don't really need the fire resistance. I have the scarf, and if I really need to get more than 1 pip of fire resistance, I have a ring of protection from fire and a plate of fire resistance. So yeah. Oh. Okay, so that's perfect. We're gonna get the ring, obviously, because it gives me willpower. And the two slaying is also pretty nice, but the willpower is what really does it for me when it comes to that ring. Now I shouldn't instantly die to like any random wizard or ogre mage or other purple monster that I see laying on the dungeon. So that was a pretty good acquirement, and I am very glad that I decided to check it, because that fixed my character, and that very significantly increased my chance of survival. Anyway, let's read magic mapping here so that I don't miss the Wizlav. We are kind of close to it. I hope that I can reach it in time. Oh no, dude! Like, I just got willpower. Why you gotta be like that? I don't think I'm gonna die here, but it's gonna hurt. Like, it's gonna deal easily 50, probably even 100. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but come on, 12% for allies. I guess I didn't die, and that's the good part. Because I could have, I've died from full HP by getting paralyzed before, and it's never a good experience. Yeah, okay, we haven't gotten an enchanted arbalest just yet. I'm not gonna bless anything immediately, because I don't need to do so. I'm just gonna wait for a highly enchanted arbalest, like a +4 one or something, before actually enchanting something. Okay, maybe let's get rid of Flame as well. Flame is not very good. We're gonna get rid of Amnesia. I don't have any spells, and in the same vein, I'm gonna get rid of Brilliance. I like Brilliance quite a bit. It is legit a pretty good thing to have, but I cannot take advantage of it. I guess I can just do a quick auto-exploring and go back to the entrance, because I don't want to miss one of the rarest messages in the game. Yeah, it's not even a special message, but it is a pretty rare message. There's a lot of people that will never see it throughout their playthroughs of Crawl, so I kind of like to see it. Okay, 5% confuse is much more manageable, and there it is. We just got the rarest message, or one of the rarest messages in the game. A door appears. Yeah, a door appears. So after a door appears, you just open the door and enter this vault. Oh, you know what? I could probably get an angel, and it's not really overkill, because everything here is undead, and even if you get an angel, as I did right now, it theoretically should have been good enough to help me kill the antique leech. But as you can see here, angels are kind of really bad compared to Devas. The tower shield makes a world of difference. Hello, Star Polemic. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, you just missed an angel dying in a single attack, pretty much, or against a single monster to be more precise. Angels are kind of lame. Devas are incredible. Yeah, you can even notice the difference as a player when you're doing something like Holy Pan and Deva appears as opposed to an angel. So I know when I step here, the Antique Leech is going to generate. If I had silence, this would be a much easier fight. I do not have it, so I'm gonna have to improvise a bit. Maybe get an angel just to play it perfectly safe. Yeah, there it is. Antique Lich. A Lich who has grown expensive over countless years. It has the same book as the Ancient Lich. Same spells. And as you can see there, it has petrified, has a pretty good chance to petrify me. Yeah, it has grown expensive over countless years because it's a collector's lich. It's an antique lich after all. Thinking about what to do next. We'll probably keep shooting it with that, and the lich is like, oh, you can do that, well, I can do it better. Your average Kozak player. Okay, I can close the door on this lich. It's kind of a shame. I took a lot of damage from that. I think I was okay until I took 57 from the acid. Good morning, Dr. Spriggan. For me, it's almost 11 o'clock in the night, but I guess you're just waking up or something. That's pretty cool. Okay, this is not a good situation because I can just get hit by Crystal Spear and die. I also don't have the damage output to kill the Lich. As it is right now, it's resistant to electricity, so not even like a lucky shot with the Arbalest would kill it. I don't think I have one Holy Ward. I could try to kill it with Holy Ward. I think it's unsafe. Cleansing Flame would also not kill. I think I would rather just drink Heal Wounds. Okay, from 96 HP I can still get one shot, but truly, like, I cannot really do anything else. Maybe, why is that? Why is that? Weird. Well, it's 8 AM. 8 AM, okay. Yeah, so there's quite a difference. Is your armor class supposed to be so low? Yeah, I don't really have a good body armor just yet. Nothing that I really wanted to enchant. I think this character will probably go with the good old reliable gold scales. It's 4 PM for you. Where are you from, Spin Dart? I think I know like where most of my viewers are from. Like I'm not gonna go around saying where everyone is from, but like I have some viewers from America. Like most of them are actually from North America, but I also have some European viewers and some Asian viewers as well, from Turkey and Australia. Oh, that's nice. I had some other Australian viewers, but I think they haven't stopped by in a while. But it's fine. Hello, world. Yeah, I'm from Mexico, in case you didn't know, Mr. Worldwide. Yeah, for some reason, like, I get viewers from all around the world. I guess I don't get viewers from like Britain and Spain and those places because it's like Death Knight over there, and also I would assume that it's not a very popular game over there, but it happens to be popular for like Russians and Koreans, and I guess popular as far as a true roguelike can be, I guess. Okay, we can probably kill the Antique Lich with Cleansing Flame. Oh. Okay, I think I'm just gonna run for it and try to finish the fight. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Well, displays the Deba. The Deba kills the Antique Lich for me. Usually when I find one of those, they are not really that dangerous. Funnily enough, this character did have some serious issues with the Antique Lich. It was actually quite a threatening fight. So it was a nice change of pace to be threatened by the Antiqulich for once. You can't get going with Barachi. The hop seems to not hop where I want to, and slow move speed stops me from kiting. Yeah, the point of Barachi is to use the hop to gain ground. Of course, it's better if you can gain a lot of ground, but you don't really need to get like the perfect hop every time. Okay, let's see what we get here. It's not that impactful. Maybe get more armor. Yeah, we're gonna get some armor. Okay, I would like to have like a lot more armor class, but I don't really have access to that just yet. This is a pretty nice shop with a bunch of scrolls of enchant weapon and enchant armor. It also has an evening star and a manual of evocations. Truly, like a bunch of very good things that start with E. I like these kinds of thematic bolts. Okay, still no enchanted arbalests. What I want to get is like a +3 or +4 arbalest, and we are just gonna enchant that to +9 immediately, maybe even brand it, and then when the time comes, we are gonna bless it with the Shining One. I want to take advantage of the free holy ward that we get from blessing something. I don't think I want to buy anything else from here other than the scrolls later on. Hello, Railbird. Thank you for stopping by. Still playing human fire elementalists of Sif Muna. I don't know how you do it. I at least try another god. Come on. Sif Muna isn't even the best god for a spellcaster. I prefer Behumet personally. In fact, in my main account, I have like 17 wins with Behumet. Really, my favorite god for a spellcaster. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna dive, or maybe not. Maybe we can kill Donald. I can attempt to. Oh, Donald reflects the torrent of water. Delightful. I think I'm gonna need an angel friend from here, or to. What? Did I just one? What? Okay, that was crazy. I was not expecting that to happen. So I didn't one-shot Donald myself, because the killing blow was dealt by the Deva, but that was super, like, that was some damage. That was some serious damage. I guess Donald rolled pretty bad on HP this time, but yeah, that was some damage right there. You have another level 27 human fire elementalist working. Hopefully you can post your second win online. You should try the current development version because it's really different from 0.26. There's been a lot of changes already. I think my favorite change from this version has to be Manifold Assault by a mile. Like, Manifold Assault is just that good in my opinion. One of my favorite spells, truly. Kidoki. So far so good. Okay, it feels good not to be afraid of random purple monsters. Like, oh no, they're gonna hex me, they're gonna banish me, they're gonna paralyze me or confuse me to slow me. Having one pip of willpower really helps a lot with that. So yeah, I was really happy when I got that random ring of willpower from doing that. Okay. I decided to use Cleansing Flame there because there were a lot of enemies, and it did do the work right there. Yeah, truly, I would say that the hardest part of the Barachi Hunter is the early game, like, for sure. By the way, this is a Barachi Hunter, and now that you mention it, a Spin Dart. Yeah, the early game can be pretty punishing because you cannot kite monsters, and your hop is kind of short range. But it gets better and it gets pretty strong. if you start with an arbalest, it can make the early game a bit easier. Oh, wait a second here. Okay, it's a knight. We can deal with a knight. I was thinking that maybe it was an annihilator, but no, it's a knight. Have you tried manifold with a distortion weapon? That sounds pretty funny, but I haven't done it yet. I have tried manifold assault with dragon form, and I wanted to try it with a giant spike cloth. But the game where I got the game where I went like ogre for that. What happened? I got like something too good, and I just had to abandon the plan, or something weird happened. I cannot really remember exactly what happened, but there was something that made me abort the plan. How are you feeling tonight? I'm feeling fine. Maybe a bit of a sore throat, but it happens literally every stream, so it doesn't really matter. I just need to take a sip of water and it goes away. Yeah, the stream has been going quite well. Apart from almost dying to getting paralyzed and to the antique glitch just a few seconds ago, it's been going quite well. You went new Ash and Giant Spike Glove, or Giant Glove on Troll. I wouldn't do it on Troll, but I would not be opposed to giving it a try with an Ogre for sure. I just like my claws a bit too much on trolls, you know. Like trolls already get a top tier melee weapon from turn 0. Might as well take advantage of it. Yeah, if I want to be using a giant spike glove, I would. Well, first of all, I would probably not be playing the current version because of the nerf to the mace's aptitude of the ogre. But if I was playing the current version, I would definitely be playing an ogre. Fun on both. The claws are so great, but I did it mostly for the meme. Yeah. I might give a new Ashensari a try with a giant spike glove now that you mention it. I have not thought about that, and I guess it does help because I was not that interested in giving new Ashensari a try, and that makes it sound a bit more interesting. So yeah, might end up doing it. Okay, I have 100 HP, should be able to win this fight, even with my bad defenses. Yeah, okay, that's not good. Okay, and maybe ask for a friend. And the Deva should deal with it. Okay, I'm gonna drink a curing for HP out of all things. Okay, don't have enough mana for Cleansing Flame here, would have been really good, but don't have enough mana unfortunately. Okay, what's your chance to destroy me? 16%, okay. Something fun to go for sure. Yeah, definitely, like Ashensari does help a lot with getting a giant glove online, and since there's so many of them, you can just like curse the first one that you encounter and then replace it for a much better one, fully enchanted one, much later into the game. So you don't really lose a lot by getting rid of it. What's your favorite class? Venom Mage. It has to be Venom Mage as of this version. Venom Mage just has a lot of power, and it's like really easy. It has a super easy early game. I would go as far as to say that it probably has the easiest early game out of everything in the game, because like you see monsters and the monster, like you point at the monsters and the monsters die. Doesn't get much better than that. So yeah, that is pretty strong. Wait. Oh, Great Maze. For a second I saw something else. That's pretty strong, and like just Venom poison magic in general just stays relevant for the entirety of the game. Like even in SOT, you can use Toxic Radiance and ignite poison against Draconians, and it's a starting book spell combination that works for the entirety of a 3-rune game. It doesn't work that well in some parts of the game. Like for example, if you get Snake instead of getting Spiders, it doesn't really do a lot. But if you get Spiders, it really compensates because it destroys a Spider. Same goes for Swamp and Shoals. If you get Swamp, it doesn't do that well there. There's a lot more monsters in Swamp that you can affect compared to Snake, but if you get Shoals, there's like the only things that you cannot really poison in Shoals are Harpies because they have poison resistance. But like as far as Merfolk go, you just poison everything. Venom Mage, haha. Yeah, it has to be Venom Mage. I had to think about it for a second, but I just came to the conclusion that it was Venom Mage. No other contestants there. I used to like Fire Elementalist a lot, but ever since the rework, it just hasn't been the same. Or I guess I shouldn't really say rework because it was a massive nerf to Fire Elementalist. I don't know if it's like a warranted nerf to Fire Elementalist because I mean they've been pretty decent for a lot of versions, but come on. Okay, I will take a look at that game soundtrack. Let me open it actually, and we are gonna listen to it as soon as the current song finishes. I was just sure that would be your answer. Yeah, very nice. Okay, that looks very expensive. We're probably not gonna buy that because it's too expensive. But maybe I have an extreme excess of money, and I don't have anything else to buy. So I could come back and check that plate, and I guess this plate as well. I could also buy the helmet. Oh, render gloves. I mean, it would be very underwhelming if these were better than the ones that I just got. But sure, I might buy them. Okay, so the wardens closed the door on me. Might as well jump away from them and shoot at them. We can finish off with a bit of cleansing flame. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. That was a lot of money in that vault. That was a pretty nice vault. We got like 1,000 or more than 1,000 gold from that vault. I might end up checking out one of those plates when I get 2,800 gold. We are not that far away. We got almost 2,000 already. So we have a very good chance to get to 2,800 at a point where that plate would actually be relevant. Okay, we're gonna get more dexterity. I am not a fan of these defenses, but I cannot really do much about them. Haven't found boots just yet. Yeah, still no boots. No boots for this character. The only issue you have with casters is that once you run out of mana, you are doomed. Fortunately, it's kinda hard to run out of mana as a Venom Mage, early on at least, because like you can use Poisonous Vapors twice for 4 mana, and that kind of kills everything that you would encounter before, say, Lair, I guess. Yeah, it really is a very powerful background to start the game with, and I would even go as far as to say that the Young Poisoner's Handbook is probably one of the strongest items that you can find in the game. Obviously, the earlier that you find it, the stronger that you're gonna be, because it doesn't really do a lot if you find it in SOT. But if you find it like before entering Spider, that completely changes your game. You're an Ogre Fire Elementalist right now. Wonder if I should go Oka or Ru. I would recommend Okawaru because I personally don't like Ru that much. I recognize Ru as a strong god, but it's just like I don't like the whole mechanic of kinda crippling yourself for the rest of the game to get Apocalypse. Yeah, I really don't like that mechanic because I feel like sometimes you take things and they end up killing you. So you kind of feel like you died as a direct result of worshipping Ru, and I am not a fan of that. So I got a better Arbalest laying on the floor. In fact, we got a +3 Arbalest. I probably should go and pick that up. We're probably gonna bless that. Yeah, we can just go ahead and drop that one. Kidoki. Okay, what we'll do, all that you want for most of the early game. Yeah, Hero is super strong in the early game. It is super strong for the entirety of the game, actually. I've had characters that don't even train for minimum delay and just like use heroism whenever they need the minimum delay, and they train other things. So Okawaru is really strong if you use hero like that. You don't have to do it. That's like oddly optimal, but if you use Okawaru like that, he turns out to be really strong. We're gonna train that to 18 and we're gonna train this to 16. I don't think my dodging will really matter that much because at the end of the day I'm gonna be wearing gold scales. I have 15 dexterity. I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of evasion with this character. Okay, only one floor is nice. We didn't get shafted into Bolts 5. In fact, I don't think that can happen, or if it can happen, it at least has never happened to me. Yeah, and if it hasn't happened to me and I have over 2,500 hours in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, I guess it's a safe bet to assume that it cannot happen. Okay, probably take off the Ring of Evasion, put on Fire Resistance for Marjorie. And then just kinda tap down Marjorie. I can also get a friend, actually. Yeah, we got an Angel, unfortunately. I really wanted a Deva. Angels are kinda lame, as you can see there. They kind of die to everything if they get on the way, which they are really good at doing. Okay, the Angel died, but we are pretty much in a 1 versus 1 situation against Marjorie now, and yeah, that went pretty well, I would say. How much money do we have? 2,000. We are still not at the point where I would be able to buy the plate. I'm not looking forward to spending all that money on the plate just to have it be like a +1 plate or something. And I know that's gonna be the case. Okay, between having evasion and having more willpower, I'm just gonna take the 3 pips of willpower, because like you fail a willpower check and you're kind of likely to die. It's not a guaranteed instant kill, you know, that would kind of suck, but it does make your game much more tense to be vulnerable to that kind of stuff. And we got Baisu Shen, and I killed Baisu Shen near instantly, courtesy of using an Arbalest. Arbalests just happen to be very good. What can I really say? I don't even have a highly enchanted Arbalest. It's +2, and it had electrocution, and Baisu Shen is like immune to electrocution or something, and we still destroyed her. So yeah. I don't even think that my slaying had a lot to do with it, because I only have Oh, that is not good. That is like Bolt 5, but even worse. Yeah, I only have 2 slaying. Don't really have that much slaying, so that's just Arbalest being Arbalests. Okay, I'm just gonna spam Cleansing Flame there. I didn't kill the Lich. In fact, I think I maybe would have been able to just win the fight had I continued, but I would rather just play it safe than die stupidly and preventably. Because I was surrounded, I don't have a shield, I don't have a big weapon, and yeah, better safe than death. I did end up killing something with my Cleansing Flame there, so it was fine. Okay, we killed the Lich. Much more easy, much easier to fight a Lich if it's 1 versus 1. Yeah, even without Holy Wrath, we can still kill Liches 1 versus 1. But of course, we're gonna be doing so much better once we have access to that Holy Arbalest. Yeah, the current Arbalest that I'm carrying around, obviously not the Randart, but the +3 Arbalest, I'm probably gonna end up blessing that. But I'm still holding on to it because I don't need to get the blessing immediately, and I might end up finding a better one, and I wouldn't have to spend my Scrolls of Enchant weapon on the Arbalest instead, and I would be able to maybe enchant a Great Sword or something. Too much of an investment, but I might end up doing that. +2 Long Blades kind of allows me to go all the way to 20 Long Blades without it being terrible. Okay. I think we are ready to do Elf. I think this character is very well equipped to do Elf, actually. Now that I have Willpower, I won't be getting banished by a random Annihilator. I have resistance to electricity for the Zephyrmancers, and 1 pip of fire and cold resistance so that I don't take ludicrous amounts of damage from everything. I don't have a lot of defenses, however, and that could be an issue, but I don't think it will be as much of an issue as trying to do Elf without resistance to electricity or willpower. Those could seriously end my run, and like just having bad defenses, I don't think they will end my run. Ooh, okay, so from here we're gonna buy the Randart helmet and the Randart plate, and we're gonna buy them immediately, well, after checking this other vault or this other shop. It's good, but everything is really cheap, and it's also things that I don't feel like I need immediately. I could buy the brand weapon. Yeah, I could buy the brand weapon for the Arbalest before blessing it. So we're gonna buy this. Let's check it out. Oh wait, I don't think it's very good. Yeah, I think what I have is better, and we're gonna buy the plate, and hopefully the plate is better. Wow, and now would be the time where I find like acquirement and get enough gold to get one of the plates that generated in the Ghost Bolt, and it actually turns out to be really good compared to the things that I just got. Like, come on, Slay -6 and a +0 helmet that does nothing, and even subtracts some dexterity. Not very good. Yeah, a lot of potion shops and general consumable shops here. We are probably gonna be buying all of this in the future. Once I am done with the standard game and I don't really have anything to spend my money on, we are definitely gonna be buying some of these consumables, or a lot of them actually. So being a launcher user has one very minor downside, and that is that the downside would be that there's some monsters that have repel missiles, like the Deep Elf Archer, and that means that those monsters are actually hard to hit. Kind of annoying. Alrighty. I have a lot of bolts, as I mentioned. Before entering bolts, I had like 70 bolts. Bolts the place and bolts the ammunition. I apologize for not being able to pronounce them differently, but like they are practically pronounced the same. I am not a fan of that. But yeah, now I have 800 bolts, so it's very unlikely that I will have issues with ammunition for the rest of the game. Ooh, we got a Ring of Slaying. I might want to put that on. If I find another willpower gear or another willpower item, I would definitely love to wear that Ring of Slaying. It's not as good as it would be with like with a quick blade, of course, and it's actually a bit worse than usual because arbalests are slower than longbows and most other weapons, so you apply slaying less, but it is still a pretty good thing to have. Not gonna say no to it. Okay, so I might enter Hollow Blades. I don't think this character is necessarily afraid of the Hollow Blades, and I could get a triple sword or a double sword or like a really good melee weapon to replace the rapier, which is already kinda starting to fall off because we're encountering big HP enemies with resistance to electricity, and those don't really care about the rapier. Of course, the arbalest deals damage to everything, whether or not they resist electricity, but I would like to have a melee weapon for when things reach me in melee, because the arbalest shoots slowly. Like it takes one whole turn to shoot something with an arbalest, so using an arbalest in melee is not that good, and it does get outclassed in melee when you compare it to other melee weapons, or to actual melee weapons, I should say. Arbalests are super fun. Yeah, they're pretty strong items. I'm very fond of arbalests. I kind of regret not trying them earlier, because it did take me quite a while for it took me a while to try to use an arbalest. People were always like, "Oh yeah, don't use arbalests. Longbows are better," but I like the big damage that you get from an arbalest. You don't get that from a longbow. Longbows are like battle axes when it comes to damage, and arbalests are like executioner's axes. Okay, this Light Tank of Electrocution might be interesting. I might end up using that because it's cheap to train for, and it's like a high quality weapon. As far as two handers go, it's probably the most cost-effective weapon in the game, just because it deals way too much damage and it costs way too little to train for. It does have the downside that it is two-handed. You cannot really use it with a shield unless you're a Formicid, but very few characters are Formicids. Hahu or Oka with Punk. Punk is very good. I have had it before, I've used it before. I don't think it's the best launcher that exists in the game. That title definitely goes to Damnation in my opinion, but it is high up there, especially when we consider that it's just so cheap to train for. So yeah, like Punk is really good. We just killed Saint Roca, by the way. The fight was so unthreatening and uneventful that I'm taking more damage from these random elves that I took from Saint Roca. Yeah, the thing about Punk is that nothing really in the game like resists acid. Um, not even orbs of fire resist acid. The only things that truly do are what's it called? Oh, triple sword. Okay, I can rebrand this. Um, the only things that really resist acid are slimes. Not even caustic shrikes resist acid. Like I don't understand how such an iconic, dangerous, acidic monster doesn't resist acid. Like that doesn't understand. I don't understand that. That doesn't compute. Yeah, it was. My confusion was so great that for a moment I kind of lost my ability to speak English there. um, so we're gonna pick up this triple sword. Funnily enough, we did get the item that I wanted to get. Um, Between getting the triple sword and getting the Laja tank, I don't know. Like the triple sword is considerably more expensive, but it also deals much. Well, it deals a bit more damage, and you also get the riposte. I don't know about it. I don't know about it. And we are not gonna be blessing the triple sword, obviously. I think what I want to do actually is just use the Laja tank instead of using the triple sword. So yeah, we are probably not gonna be using this, but we did find something incredible from the hollow blades in the form of this Laja tank. Hitting one with Punk and continue with melee is an option. Yeah, you can definitely do that. It's probably the ideal thing to do. You got in on layer 1 and it carried the run for the first 2 runes and still did work at SOT. Yeah, Punk is definitely something that you can use for the entirety of the game, like just shooting rocks, and it's just gonna win you the game because it's that strong. Yeah, I still want to save money for those plates of Gosak. Okay. Yeah, Pain is meh, branded maybe. Yeah, but I just came to the conclusion that the Laja tank is better. Like Laja tank has base damage of 16, and it only requires me 14 skill to get to minimum delay. While the other thing, the triple sword, requires me 24 to get to minimum delay, and it only has 1 more base damage. So like, it doesn't feel very good for me to train so much for that little of an upgrade. Yeah, Laja tanks are pretty good. The best thing about Laja tanks is that they're really cheap. And the worst thing about them is obviously that they are two-handed, so very few characters can actually take advantage of them. But the characters that don't care about not having a shield, such as this one, can get a lot of use out of a Laja tank. Yeah, in fact, I'm considering just like enchanting it. Yeah, the only one that I have is, or the only Laja tank that has generated in my game is this one. Oh, this is the Elf Bolt. Sneaky Elf Bolts that do not follow the usual conventions of Elf Bolts. Yeah, they look very different to others. I guess that's gonna have to do it. They're decently fast for two-handers. Well, they have the same delay as all other two-handers except for Darflails, 0.7. Yeah, I might be missing one two-hander. I don't really know, but I think all other two-handers have 0.7, apart from Darflails, which have 0.6. That is, of course, ignoring Speedbrand. Speedbrand is kind of cheating. Laja tank is very cheap. Yeah, that is the appeal of a Laja tank. There's one-handers that cost more to train for than a Laya tank. And obviously they don't deal the same amount of damage as a Laya tank, so you train more for less damage, but you get to use a shield, and that's kind of what makes them into an option. If it was not for the shield existing in the game, you would never use a one-handed weapon. Yeah, it's just as Mintais said. It's not particularly fast, but it certainly doesn't take you a lot of time to get to minimum delay. So this character will probably get polearms, or not polearms, as tapes, because it's just cheap and easy to get, and it's a pretty non-trivial upgrade, at least when it comes to base damage. Base damage 8, base damage 16 is literally double that, and it has the same brand, which, by the way, it's not that incredible, and I would be interested in just rebranding the Laya tank. I like electrocution on my fast weapons, and Laya tanks have enough base damage that they would benefit more from having other brand other than electrocution. And in addition to that, there's like in addition to that, what was I saying? Completely lost my train of thought there. Yeah, the point is that the base damage of the Laya tank is just so good that that I can afford to lose electrocution, and it's probably gonna be an upgrade. Okay, we got to 18 armor. I'm just waiting for 16 dexterity. I'm not a fan of the very high amount of damage that I'm taking. We should still be fine. Yeah, I was about to say that Laya tanks have actually more base damage than battle axes, longbows, glaives, like all two-handers that people like. So yeah, I feel like that's very significant. Okay, I like the amulet. It is an amulet of willpower. I like it a bit more than Guardian Spirit. I think I can afford to lose Guardian Spirit for willpower, and I can now take off the Ring of Willpower that I'm using to put on the Ring of Slaying, and I end up being overall stronger. Super efficient, makes sense. That is indeed how it is. So we are gonna train Stapes now. And I am very, very likely to enchant that. By the way, we have no boots. This character has no boots. Okay, I guess okay, here's the thing. I have 2 boots here, but they are enough 3. So I know they are on the other side of this vault. So I've been going forever, and we just found boots. Okay, this hand crossbow would have been incredible earlier on. I don't think I care about it for now. Zephyr is pretty good. There's a lot of people that say Zephyr is like the best thing in the game. Some people also say that Stormbow is the best thing in the game. I am personally biased in favor of Damnation. I personally think Damnation is the best launcher in the game. But Zephyr is a close second on a character that doesn't really have... oh, I am gonna use that. That is pretty good. On a character that doesn't really have a launcher, you should probably drop whatever you're doing and go for Zephyr, because it's that good. Gloves of War. Yeah, Gauntlets of War are just excellent. I lose resistance to electricity, but hopefully the vast increase in damage from Gauntlets of War and these boots will compensate. Yeah, definitely makes me worried to not have resistance to electricity, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're not gonna be picking up any of those things. And now, oh, you know what? I got I got Zephyr and I got like a million slaying. I mean, the joke tells itself. That's literally a million slaying. That's 17 slaying. How many characters have you ever had with 17 slaying? I should make the switch to Zephyr. Big, that is just big damage. I think it's better than training the Laja tank. So we are gonna turn on bows. Man, the luck for this character is gonna look so weird. People are gonna be like, why in the world did this person train crossbows if they had access to Zephyr? But yeah, we're gonna train that to 20. Let's go and pick up the thing. And it's gonna be kind of insane with 17 slaying. We can go ahead and drop the net. I kind of want to drop the Laja tank and the Rapier, but I'm not gonna do it. What I'm gonna drop is these two. I don't think I want to ever use the things anymore. Zephyr moment. Yeah, if there was a moment to use Zephyr, it's this one. Like, how do you say no to Zephyr having 17 slaying? Is really, really, really hard to do so. Yeah, the issue is that I'm not gonna have resistance to electricity, but I might be okay with not having 17, or with not having resistance to electricity. Let's see, what else do we want to drop? Should use those enchant weapons on something. Yeah, I guess we are good with that. We're gonna pick up Zephyr, and I guess we can have it there actually, and we probably can drop the Arbalest. I don't see myself wielding the Arbalest anymore, at least that one. If I'm gonna use an Arbalest, it's gonna be a Blessed Arbalest. Yeah, and we can use this Arbalest of Flaming later on. Okay, anything else that I might want to pick up here? Oh, you know what? I think I want that Chainmail. Yeah, I think we take this. 3 pips of fire resistance and resistance to electricity are very significant. I kind of miss the stats, but we should be okay. And that brings my armor class all the way to 29. It's gonna be an okay placeholder for now. It's a bit better than this plate of Restlessness, I feel, just because it's actually enchanted. So yeah, let's see how it goes with Zephyr. I have 17 slaying. Oh, I need arrows. Yeah, before being able to use Zephyr, I'm gonna need some arrows. Okay. And again. And time to shoot Zephyr. I'm not a fan of how long it's taking to shoot, but of course that will go away in time. Guile's theme really goes with everything, including shooting Zephyr with 17 slaying. Okay, now I think I can just hold down tab against these things. I'm not really afraid of them. You need more slaying, lol. Oh, is that a condenser vein? Are you kidding me? Oh wow, like I could have gotten a condenser vein so early into the game and I just didn't do it. Oh, that doesn't feel good. That's a very feel bad moment. Because, oh, you know what's also a very feel-bad moment? Realizing that you're a worshipper of the Shining One and that you cannot really use a Condenser Vein without risking getting penance with the Shining One. And as opposed to Zin, the Shining One actually is useful, so I don't want to get penance with the Shining One. We're gonna have to leave the Condenser Vein on the floor. We at least got Tin of Tremor Stones. So I guess everything is okay. Like, we're practically the same as before. And not picking up that Condenser Vein early on didn't really matter. So, is that it? No, it just took forever to go to the next song. Um, so, I think this character's next step has to be going to Swamp. We can give that a try. Oh, Ice Cave and Swamp. Not particularly afraid of an Ice Fiend. In fact, that Ice Fiend is the perfect excuse to bless the Arbalest and just showcase what it's going to be doing. In fact, I probably should switch these, at least for now. Why am I taking so much damage? That is a bit too much damage for my personal preference. Okay. Maybe one more time. I really didn't enjoy taking so much damage so fast there. I have no idea where the damage even came from. I feel like this character shouldn't take so much damage, but okay. Wait, I need to read magic mapping to find that thing. Oh, we are very close. Well, it's fine. Okay, Luis. 0% banishment. That is beautiful, delightful. That is what you always want to see when you encounter Luis. Let's try tabbing her. Okay. She has a tower shield, so I was really expecting her to block a lot, because that's kind of what monsters with tower shields do. But it didn't really happen this time, and for that I'm kind of grateful. Okay, easy to kill that Ice Dragon, and I know this bolt has an Ice Fiend, so I'm gonna enchant this to +7, and when we see the Ice Fiend, we are gonna bless it to get the Holy Ward effect. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We don't need to enchant it past +7 because the Shining One will kind of take care of that, or take care of the rest. So, in fact, I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure that this bolt has an Ice Fiend, but I would not be surprised if it did, because I know that ice caves that you get in Lair branches are much harder than the ones that you get outside of a Lair branch. So I'm really expecting to see an Ice Fiend here. Yeah, but as you can see, like, I'm kinda destroying everything. Arbalest of Flame at minimum delay with 17 slaying. It would be hard for this character not to destroy everything. Oof. 4 shots and the ice statue just died. This character will be so good once I get to extended, and there it is, Ice Fiend. So we're gonna go ahead and bless the weapon, bless the Arbalest, yes, and everything convulses. Yeah, everything convulses and gets dazed. It's literally Holy Ward. In case you didn't know about it, now you do, and it's gonna be pretty good for the rest of the game. This character will definitely 100% do extended. Ooh, Globes of Archery. Oh, but I have Gauntlets of War. It's that unique scenario where I'm using a launcher and I have Globes of Archery, and I just don't care because I already have something better. It's gonna be very hard to upgrade from the Gauntlets of War. In fact, I would say that it's near impossible to do so. It needs to be a better set of globes or gauntlets that has more slaying and something else. At least we did get cold resistance. This game makes you want to play Hunter. Yeah, it is strong, and it is like a pretty enjoyable experience to be able to be so strong. And yeah, now that I enchanted my thing to +9, might as well just enchant the Lajia tank. Okay, we got it to +4. We're probably gonna enchant it to +9 as well. Maybe even rebrand it to take advantage of the thick base damage. But for now, it's not really necessary. We can just keep shooting things. Even if the Arbalest is an Arbalest of Holy Wrath, we are okay with shooting things because, as you can see, like it still deals incredible amounts of damage. I still have 17 slaying and minimum delay on the Arbalest, so that's kind of why I'm using the Arbalest over Zephyr. At some point, I am probably gonna go back to using Zephyr, but I'm probably gonna be using the Arbalest for extended. I think it would be complicated for Zephyr to outdamage the Holy Rat Arbalest when fighting only demons and undead. Okay, easy to kill. It has very little HP. Actually, I have more HP than this ghost, and it's a ghost at the end of the day. So that's kind of what happens when you shoot a ghost with Holy Wrath. So yeah, Holy Wrath is good. I wish you would be able to. I wish you were able to bless launchers with the other brands. Like, imagine getting a longbow of pain or a Fustivalus of distortion. Those would be really good. In fact, maybe a hand, maybe a hunting sling of distortion would be really, really incredible. Even more so than a Fustivalus because you attack faster with a hunting sling and stuff. Can Kiku do it? As far as I know, you can only bless a launcher with the Shining One. I don't think you can do it with Kiku and Lugonu, but it would be really cool if you could. Oh, another ghost with a glowing Lagiotank too, and a 9-headed Hydra. We can just open the door. I didn't even check the ghost before jumping away. Let me take a look at it. This ghost is much more threatening, but it is still a ghost at the end of the day. I don't think it stands a chance against my Arbalest, and of course the Hydra also doesn't. Okay, we are not getting a lot of damage, but once we do get damage, it just dies. Okay, I don't think I care about that Cloak. Yeah, we got a Cloak of Cold Resistance. I didn't comment on that, but it is a pretty good thing to have. If I find myself in a situation where I'm gonna be like, oh, you know what, I think I am good on fire resistance, then I would switch probably to the Cloak of Cold Resistance, just because it actually gives armor class when compared to the Scarf, but the Scarf gives you much better resistances. Scary Paralysis from a Hornet doesn't really happen that often, but it certainly did happen there. Yeah, I took like 50 damage, even though they were only Hornets, but it was okay. Fortunately, I was alone. If there had been like a Hydra close to me, that could have gotten pretty bad, and I'm very glad that it didn't really happen. Okay. Man, for some reason my hunters always get a million slaying. And of course, if you get a million slaying and you're using a launcher, you're just gonna have a good time. Probably have enough skill for Zephyr. I'm kind of shooting it faster, just a bit faster than the Arbalest. But at the end of the day, I'm shooting it faster, so the slaying is gonna do the rest, and it's only gonna get better the more I train it. So if it outclasses the Arbalest that I have right now, it's just gonna get better and better until I hit 20, and then it's just gonna be incredible for SOT and most other parts of the game. Okay, for that Tentacle Monstrosity, I need to use the Arbalest because it is vulnerable to Holy Wrath. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm using Zephyr. I'll be using the Arbalest of Holy Wrath. Yeah, it works pretty well against Undead, of course, being Holy Wrath. Zephyr is also pretty amazing. Like, truly I could be hitting things with a piece of bread with 17 slaying and I would be killing them. because it's 17 slaying. Boulder beetles are the bane of your existence. They're definitely pretty messed up. I don't particularly agree with boulder beetles as they are right now. I think they well, the previous iteration of boulder beetles, as they were before they were removed from the game, they were pretty dumb because they just rolled in a single direction, like never tracking you. But the ones that we have right now are probably too strong, in my opinion. Like, they just deal double damage and move twice as fast as you. So, like, you cannot outrun them. If you see a boulder beetle at most stages of the game, you probably have to enter into panic mode immediately. And I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, I would like it if they didn't get double speed, or if they didn't get double damage, or if they didn't get such good tracking. Yeah, I feel like they need a slight nerf. At least you can throw nets at them when they're rolling now, because there used to be a point in time where that was just not the case, and it kind of sucked. Okay, might as well shoot these summons because I don't really have anything else to summon or anything else to shoot. Okay, have line of fire against the Ghostcraft, or I had for a single turn. Okay, now that you're next to me, I can just do that Cleansing Flame because it doesn't miss, it deals a lot of damage because it's like an undead. So, sure. Okay, being a Barachi has a nice upside here. I'm still slow while on shallow water, but at least I don't fumble attacks and stuff. And I even less fumble attacks than usual because I'm using a launcher. So yeah. I'm just sweeping through all of these monsters. Didn't really get any dangerous enemies in here. I was expecting a Bone Dragon or something, but we got a Fence Strider Witch that died in like 2 turns. We got a couple of Thorn Hunters, and I guess the most dangerous part of Swamp was those shambling mangroves that we encountered, because I got paralyzed while fighting them, or from the hornets. Yeah, I got paralyzed from the hornets, and that could have gotten bad, but it didn't really get bad. Okay, that's the second rune. Now what else do we want to do here? Slime? I could do slime. So let's see. Okay, I'm almost at the amount of money that I would need to buy one of those plates. I hope that they are good. Like, I'm not expecting them to really be good, but I am hoping. I guess we can remove that. I'm never buying those gloves because I got the Gauntlets of War. So yeah, let's go and do slime. Funnily enough, I went from swamp to slime immediately. Like, how often do you see that happen? And as a launcher user, we are perfectly well suited to deal with slime. We would have issues with Shining Eyes and that stuff being a melee character, but I can just kill them near instantly with my launcher. Alrighty, I guess we want to get some strength. At some point I was wearing a lot of stats gear. Oh no! Oh, I typoed into walking towards dissolution. This could be really, really bad, actually. Dissolution is one of the worst things that you can see in the game. It hits so hard. It has so much HP, and it has the worst spell in the game, Summon Eyeballs, which can paralyze you by passing resistances and stuff. So I'm really not a fan of seeing Dissolution here. The worst part about it is that Dissolution has so much willpower that you cannot really use Fear. So yeah, this is a really bad situation. I don't know how to properly get out of it. I guess I can try to jump for the downstairs. Okay, there's Dissolution's floating eyes. Yep, there it is, and there's another one. That's really messed up. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose. Probably gonna get malmutated by the Shining Eye. I might not get destroyed by the floating eyes if I just run for the stairs. It was kind of an unfortunate blink. I was really expecting to land here and just walk next to the stairs. Okay, I think I should use Fogu. Okay, so one of those can paralyze me if it does it again. I don't know which one it is. And it seems that something weird is going on with my RC file because I hover over it and doesn't tell me. I might have to fix that in the near future. But fortunately I can just take a look at my stream preview and it does tell me which one is fully charged. It would be this one. It has such little HP that I think I can one-shot it with Zephyr and my 17 slaying. I'm probably gonna walk away from it to block line of sight, and then we can shoot randomly, try to hit the thing. Okay, you know what, maybe I should get an angel. Maybe some cleansing flame. Talking about cleansing flame, I should probably okay, I think immolation is not terrible here. I think it's not that bad of an idea. There's a titanic slime creature next to me, and there's these eyes. So this could get really messed up. Like I could die next turn if I get unlucky. It sucks to get the Dissolution. And this is a bolt that very intentionally places Dissolution. Like all three stairs were in here and Dissolution spawned right here. So that is 100% intentional. Someone made a bolt that was just this. And yeah, it kind of sucks. I think this is an okay blink. Okay, this one is not charged, so we can afford to have it see me. It's not that big of an issue. Okay. So what happened there? Yeah, your Deva hits the Eye of Draining, the Eye of Draining explodes, a fiery explosion engulfs your Deva, flame seeps out of your Deva is lightly wounded, you feel extremely guilty. So we dealt damage to an ally, and the Shining One really doesn't like that. Yeah, probably shouldn't have used Immolation. Okay, none of these ones are charged, so we should probably be able to kill the Titanic Slime creature. Perfect. Perfect, excellent, that is exactly what I wanted to happen. And we should continue trying to kill Dissolution. Oh yeah, that is good. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Now, in order to fix the Shining One, okay, delightful blurry vision. There's one potion of mutation in this game. That is ungood. But anyway, as I was saying, in order to fix the Shining One getting annoyed at me, I have Crypt. Crypt is not gonna be something that I'm gonna be actively doing. In fact, if I'm gonna be doing Crypt, I should be using the Arbalest of Holy Wrath. Crypt is gonna be my pocket of the Shining One piety. Yeah, so if I need to get some piety with the Shining One, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna kill some monsters, and I'm obviously gonna come here once I am done with everything else to get like that is a good ring. It's not incredible, but it's good, worth carrying around. I'm not gonna like do a full clear of Crypt as I mentioned. I'm just gonna keep the monsters here for the Shining One piety. And as you can see, it works quite well for that purpose. So what happens when you do that? When he doesn't like something, you get penance. So for practical purposes, you don't get most of the powers from the god. As you can see, some of these are grayed out, but some of them still apply. Prevents you from stabbing unaware foes. Mostly shields you from negative energy. Yeah, it says mostly shields you because you still get tormented. So yeah, you kind of lose all benefits or most benefits from worship, and you also don't gain piety during this. In order to fix this, you need to get some piety back, like by doing things that your god likes and stuff. And it's not that big of an issue. Yeah, as you can see here, the Shining One seems mollified, your Divine Halo returns. So now I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna keep killing things. We can go back to Slime. It's not that big of a deal almost always, as long as you're not extremely reliant on your god. Of course, if you are and that happens to you, you're probably gonna die. but fortunately, this character still has 17 slaying without the Shining One, so I don't even need the Halo for the accuracy at this point. Casual Potion of Experience, yeah, they're pretty exciting when you find them in like D3. If you're experience level 24 and you find one, it's not that exciting. Okay, I'm kind of in awe at the fact that a Shining Eye didn't really die from that single arrow. Impressive that it took 2 arrow shots to kill it. Okay. Gonna pick up my projectiles, they're mine. I don't like losing half my HP when I'm picking up my projectiles, but it is what it is. Oh, I'm doing this without resistance to corrosion. I hadn't noticed. Believe it or not, I legit hadn't noticed that I was doing this without resistance to corrosion. I am very glad that I haven't gotten absolutely dumpstered by my lack of resistance to corrosion. But I already did most of it without resistance to corrosion. We should be good to go. We lost clarity, I don't particularly care. As long as I don't gain blurry vision again or something messed up like that, we should be fine. Okay, big damage from these things. Wow, yeah, like the damage very easily piles up when you don't have resistance to corrosion. I have never really tried to do slime without resistance to corrosion, but it's obvious that it's very important to have it. In fact, I would go as far as to say that if you don't have resistance to corrosion and you're a melee character, you shouldn't go into slime. I feel like that's pretty unfair, because there was no counterplay to that. It was just like Lamau Frail. Fortunately, Frail is okay. I don't have as much HP as a Minotaur or a Hill Orc or something else, but I can go by with having -1 HP. Like it's not as bad as it would normally be, because yet again I am using a launcher. Like monsters are barely getting to melee, so I don't mind having less HP than usual. I would like to fix it, of course, but it's not gonna be a priority the same way Blurry Vision or other very bad mutations would be. Okay. Please don't malmutate me. Please don't malmutate me. Come on. Okay, now let's kill... Oh, why did I do that? Okay, so far so good. Questions with dual spells or 3 spells. Does each school contribute to the spell equally? Yes. So, for example, if you want to cast... Oh, that's a really bad blink. I'm gonna die here. If I stay here, I die. So I'm gonna blink to safety. So, to address your question, if you like want to train for Bolt of Magma, and you have Fireball as well, right? But you don't have any training in Earth Magic, your Fireball is gonna have more spell power than the Bolt of Magma always. You might be able to cast the Bolt of Magma, but it's not gonna be as powerful as the Fireball, at least as far as spell power goes, because Bolt of Magma does deal more damage than Fireball. But you really should be training Earth Magic for Bolt of Magma. So yeah, getting a multi-school spell, like a multi-school spell, is like kind of a nerf, because you need to spread your experience across much more schools in order to make use of it. Large Rock and Great Cloth Troll or Ogre of New Ash. Ogre. Yeah, I just like Ogres a lot more than Trolls if you're gonna be wielding a weapon, because like there's something about the fact that the Trolls have Claws 3 that makes me like kind of flinch in horror at the thought of playing a troll with a weapon. In fact, like normally when I see troll ghosts, it's people that were using weapons, believe it or not. So yeah, I guess that says something. Whenever Regen is good, yeah, but +3 fighting is better than Regen, I would say. Trolls get like -2 fighting or something like really bad like that, and yeah, like I just value the +3 fighting much more than I value the regeneration, especially if you're not gonna be using the unarmed combat. Skills are bad on Trolls. Yeah. Funnily enough, all skills are pretty bad on Trolls. I think they got like 0 or -1 on armed combat, something like really bad like that. It's gotta be 0 on armed combat. There's no way it's -1. Okay. I probably shouldn't even pick up these arrows. Troll fighting. Yeah, they are the worst aptitudes in the game by a mile. I wonder if we will ever see a species with worst aptitudes. I probably shouldn't kill myself there. Doing this without resistance to corrosion kinda sucks. You take so much damage from doing trivial things like picking up your ammunition. Okay, thank you for notifying me of the floating eye. Okay, very good, very good. 1, the only 0. The only 0 apparently. Claws are so sweet. Yeah, claws are pretty good, but that's pretty much it. That's all that they get. If you're not gonna be using those claws, might as well go Augur. Kidoki. Pretty good. Oh wait, that's the Royal Jelly. So for the Royal Jelly, we normally Torment. This time we cannot because we are with the Shining one. We're kind of okay with that. We're still gonna use Immolation. We have Zephyr as well, so we can kind of ignore the lack of Torment. It's not that big of an issue. But I still want to haste. Hasting against the Royal Jelly is always like a pretty good idea. I feel like that's decent enough for me to read Immolation. It's not gonna kill, but it's gonna deal an awful lot of damage to the Royal Jelly. Okay, let's see what we get here. Okay, didn't kill the Royal Jelly as expected. Now I'm gonna read my final Immolation, and we should be able to kill the Royal Jelly after this. For the rest of the summons, after we kill the Royal Jelly, we should be able to jump away from them or something. Wow, I cannot believe I didn't get the kill on the Royal Jelly. Okay, the Royal Jelly explodes. I really don't know why the Royal Jelly is not giant. It's like, as far as monsters go, I would really expect the Royal Jelly to be gigantic, because it's housing all these slimes. The Royal Jelly is still nettable. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. It really shouldn't be the case, in my opinion. Okay, you know what? I probably want to be using Cleansing Flame. There we go. We got an explosion there. Pretty good. So yeah, this is easy even without Torment. Obviously with Torment is just much safer because it's like kind of a two-turn thing. Turn 1, Wreath Torment. Well, it's actually like 3 or 4 turns. Drink Haste, Wreath Torment, Read Immolation, use Tin of Tremor Stones, and those 4 actions almost always end up with you killing the Royal Jelly. So yeah, very few species can say the same, or not species, but very few other techniques can say the same. Yeah. Okay. Oh, a triple crossbow. Considering how I'm probably not gonna be spending much experience in magic, I would have liked to bless that instead of blessing what I blessed. But it's okay. Like it's not that big of a problem. So yeah, we can kind of just ignore the triple crossbow. It's the first one that I found, and yeah. On the other hand, I could have waited to bless it and just like kill the Ice Fiend with the Arbalest of Flaming as it was. This is a really bad ring. The Turn Intelligence doesn't convince me. It's kind of like a good Mega Sig ring, but Mega Sigs are like not real Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, you know? Okay. I think we are good to go here. Yeah, and we only got Frail 1, and we didn't die without while doing this without Resist Corrosion, so I consider myself to be a winner right now. So depths? Yeah, depths. Okay, as you can see, Zephyr is good. Zephyr with 17 slaying is kind of incredible. Okay, we got an entrance to a Ziggurat. I might be able to do a single cigarette with a bow, considering that I have 17 slaying. I'm not gonna try immediately, but I might do it at some point in the future. Yeah, Zephyr is definitely a Zephyr. That's such a cool way to fight this mob, and that's just how I do it every time. Well, actually, I like to use a Scrolls of Torment. It's just as I said before. Step 1, drink haste. Step 2, use torment. Step 3, use immolation. Step 4, use tin of tremor stones, and that almost always wins you the fight. But torment is kind of optional. There's some people that advocate for using potion of 3 lignification to get rid of the torment damage. I don't like doing that because it means that you have to spend another turn getting rid of the potion of lignification, and then you spent the potion of cancellation as well, and then you're no longer hasted, so it just adds a bunch more actions that you have to do just to prevent a bit of damage that doesn't really even matter that much. Because if you do it properly, you don't get meleeed by things. Like you kill everything before it reaches you, or like mostly everything. You end up like having to melee down 1 or 2 monsters, and you should be able to do that at 50% HP at this point in the game. So yeah. This acquirement gives me a very good amulet. However, I think the amulet that I have right now is really good as well. Willpower, yes. I don't know if I wanna get rid of it. Let's take a look real quick. Okay. Kinda wanna drop the rapier. But it's so good with 17 slaying. I'm not gonna drop it immediately. What I'm gonna drop, however, is gonna be this ring of protection from cold. Maybe also this ring, because it's a ring of resist corrosion that I cannot swap out at will, pretty much, and that is not a very good thing to be carrying around. Okay, I'm gonna do something that people are not gonna like. I'm just gonna get rid of the Hex Wand. I am not a fan of using Hex. Maybe I keep Paralysis, actually. Paralysis is like the best one. But as far as the other ones go, I mean, I have Zephyr and 17 slaying. Do I really need to Mind Blast people or charm them when I can just kill them with Zephyr? Keeping Paralysis for floating guys. I completely forgot about the fact that floating guys have like no willpower, so you can kind of charm them or paralyze them, and that would have saved me some trouble back in Slime. But it's just because I just didn't remember it, because I pretty much never use Hex Wands, because I have like a huge aversion towards hexes. Really not a fan of hexes. But to use them and to be in the receiving end of them. So yeah, but definitely it is a good thing to consider, to keep in mind whenever you're fighting floating ice. Rip Texas? Why Rip Texas? What happened in Texas? I don't know. Is everyone in Texas okay? You know what? We can use the Arbalest for these ones. Oh, you weren't a fan of Texas? Hexes, like this. Yeah, hexes. Yeah, I don't feel strongly in favor or against of Texas. I feel like my expertise when it comes to Texas is too limited to be able to make a judgment, you know? Tex won't. Yeah. This would be like the Selena wants, the Tex wants. I don't know, it's a terrible joke. I'm pretty sure no one here understood. Manual of Texas. Man. Okay, so I'm carrying around these potions of attraction. Believe it or not, I'm not a fan of using them, but I recently saw Mintai's 3 strats for Tomb, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty good. It's better when you're a melee character.
Completely controlling our politics.
What is going on? I don't want to listen to that. Why is that at the end of this video? Huh. Okay, whoever was whoever made this playlist, that was a nice troll to include that at the end of the video, but we are not gonna listen to that right now. You know, Selena, lol. 3-strat is plain insane. Yeah, I don't know if I'm too convinced by that. I kind of like being able to move around and teleport, but I might give it a try someday. Probably not with this character, but someday. In fact, maybe this character should get rid of the potions of. It doesn't really have anything offensive. It's just like completely unrelated to the music, you know. Um, I guess I can make another playlist that includes all the songs without the Amazon news at the end. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of these. If I can see something, I can kill it by just. Okay, for some reason I thought those were really expensive. Another Scarf of Resistance, nothing that we really care about. I'm just gonna buy that immediately. I don't even care. It's 3 Scrolls of Blinking. Those are like literally the most valuable things in the game. So we're gonna buy 3 of those if they are offered to me for so cheap. And if they are offered to me truly by for any cost. Do you mind refreshing the dump? We can do that immediately. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, BT. You can just ask and I will do that every time. It should be there, right? Yeah, there we go. Cool, thank you. No problem. I hope you have been having a good time with the show tonight. We did slime without resistance to corrosion. That's a first one for me. I always go out of my way to get resistance to corrosion, and this time we had it from a really bad ring that I didn't really want to put on for the drain, and I didn't put it on, and it went okay. I was taking a lot of damage, and we did encounter dissolution, which was probably one of the most scary things to happen to this character so far. But we were able to deal with it. Okay, yeah, sure, 15 damage, not a big deal. I see spark wasps. Let's just blink away from them. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, game soundtrack. Let's check that out. Oh, this is the soundtrack that you requested the other day that we were unable to play because of previous requests. We can go ahead and listen to that soundtrack today, but I would just rather wait until this song finishes. Should finish in like a minute. Okay, not gonna lie, Zephyr feels like it deals considerably less damage than the Arbalest, but it might be related to the fact that I'm using the Arbalest against things that are affected by Holy Wrath, and I'm just using Zephyr against everything else. Zephyr should deal extra damage to flying enemies. I don't know if, like, that doesn't feel like something that would be done. I do understand why would it be the case, because it's like super flavorful, right? But yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like something that would happen nowadays, especially with like the removal of the extra damage of Earth Strike against flyers. That there's no way they would add that. You're also adding that to a playlist. So I could get more invocations. I could also like max fighting and stuff. Mintais, do you know of any fancy titles that Barachi can get? Like a character in my situation can get any interesting title? Oh, God hated. That is like, yeah, we're gonna abandon the Shining One on the way up. I'm not gonna go Jiva because I already kind of killed Jiva, but I am definitely gonna get that title. That is a good title. So, I'm not sure I want to train 27 invocations immediately, but I'm gonna do that for sure. I think for now we want to train more armor. Probably a lot of armor actually. Yeah, truly I can just keep these two on for the rest of the game. And yeah, in fact these three, and just go by like that. And eventually we just get 27 invocations. And by eventually I mean really soon. Oh, Nicola without resistance to... Oh, I have it! What gives me the resistance to electricity? Ah, yes! This random +5 chainmail doesn't even give a lot of armor class, and it nerfs my evasion quite a bit. But it gives me 3 pips of fire resistance and resistance to electricity, so I have nothing to fear when it comes to Nicola. You can go ahead and try to chain lightning me all that you want. I still win the fight because I didn't even use Zephyr against Nicola. I was using the Arbalest. With Zephyr the fight would have been over before the second chain lightning. Yeah, Zephyr is good. Zephyr pretty good. A gold dragon. Okay, time for scales. You got any of them scales? Golden dragon number 2. No scales. Let's see how many golden dragons I have to kill before I get scales. Zephyr good. Yeah, it's indeed very Zephyr good. Huh! Oh, it has a buckler of reflection. No wonder it was. No wonder it dealt so much damage so fast. But Cleansing Flame kinda destroyed that guy. Zephyr good as an emote. I might have to get it. Yeah, I might have to get it. The Robe of Misfortune. This song is a Zephyr? That's a pretty radical interpretation of what Zephyr is. Okay. That looks very beatable. Just switching to the Arbalest of Holy Rat, and I'm kind of made for this. This frog kind of turned into Doom Guy already. Like I'm just killing the forces of evil very easily with my Holy Arbalest or by using Cleansing Flame. 74. Okay, no wonder this vault is like behind a ruined door. Yeah, no wonder. I'm not sure I feel too comfortable about that, but we can just do it again. Yeah, 2 Juggernaut simulacrums it's like a really messed up thing to see. Probably should have fled. Didn't realize that they were Juggernaut simulacrum. Oh, it's a ghost vault. I didn't even notice it was a ghost vault actually. But sure. Did I kill the ghost in like 2 shots? Wow, I did kill the ghost very fast. It was at full HP. I didn't even know what it had, but apparently it was not good enough. Oh, that's a good glyph. I might train for that instead of training for the Laya tank, because it's Holy Wrath, and Holy Wrath might be good for the future, and yeah, like I'm gonna have just unlimited experience from doing extended, so might as well get the Holy Rat weapon. It deals less damage, less base damage at least, and it costs way more, but sure, we can go ahead and use the glyph. or the glaive. People say that it's pronounced glaive. I don't want acrobat. Let's just go ahead and drop that. Let's also wait. There's a thing that you can do. Yes, this is what I want. Goodbye, flame. Let's also get rid of. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh yeah, like I want that amulet because I like the slaying, but I cannot afford to lose the willpower. Oh, I have 4 pips of willpower. Where did I get willpower from? From leveling up? Well, if I have 4, we can afford to get rid of the amulet. I only got the amulet for the willpower. Yeah, sure, we don't particularly care. Okay, and now we get even more slaying and regeneration, a 1 pip of cold resistance. It looks pretty good. The only issue that this character probably has is that the fact that its defenses are nothing incredible, you know? What is this? Oh, I thought you had you had linked me a playlist, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I'm very glad that I noticed because I was very very put off by the fact that the song had lyrics, because I felt like I was speaking over someone, and I'm not really that much a fan of that. Because the song that autoplayed is actually like a 30-minute loop of a song. So yeah, I'm very glad that I decided to check. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue with depths. Kidoki. So far, so good. And how many golden dragons have we killed? I think I've killed 2. I really wonder how many it's gonna take me to get to my gold scales. I'm even considering the usage of gold scales. Maybe the correct thing to get with this character is storm scales, actually, because no, it's gotta be gold scales. If I lose this chainmail, I kinda run out of fire resistance. But if I lose a chainmail, I also lose resistance to electricity. Maybe I just have to keep this chainmail. It's very lackluster and definitely nothing too fancy. It's not like a plus 17 chainmail, but it is getting the job done. Monsters with repel missiles are super annoying if you're using a launcher, but I guess at the end of the day I have more than 17 slaying now. Now I have 20 slaying. Let's see, we have 11 from that. That's 15. Yeah, indeed, we have 20 slaying. I cannot believe that I have 20 slaying. It's just I don't think I've ever gotten so much slaying on any characters, like ever. But this is definitely something fantastic. And being a frog, we can swim on deep water, so we don't really have to float or anything, and we don't even have to worry about losing arrows by shooting them over deep water. We can just pick them up. One of the minor blessings that this game provides to frogs. And yeah, so far it seems very easy, but that's kind of what happens when you have Zephyr and 20 slaying. Like it's very hard to die, or it's very hard not to kill things really fast. Oh, for a second I thought this was going to be better than Zephyr. But then I saw Vorpal, and yeah, we're gonna pass on it. The wonders of Zephyr for this character right now is the fact that it has a speed. Yeah, if it wasn't for the speed brand, it wouldn't be half as good as it is. I would probably just be using an Arbalest instead of using Zephyr. Kidoki. So I was wearing Fate, but I didn't really care about the Fate effect. I was caring more about the willpower that I got from that amulet. Since I haven't really been using that much piety. Like I do use cleansing flame every now and then, but it's not like I'm summoning 3 angels every floor, you know. So I can afford to lose. I can afford to lose the piety from the amulet in favor of getting more slaying and a bit of cold resistance. Okay, that is a lot of damage from that 18. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits, Esther. I appreciate it. I'm very glad to see that you've been enjoying the show so much that you feel like you want to provide me with a monetary compensation. I appreciate it way too much. You have no idea. You might be getting close to unlocking my 1000-bit emote slot. There's Twitch has some emote slots that are permanent. If you like spend any given amount of bits in a channel, the amounts are very arbitrary. Like the streamer doesn't set them up, but once you get the thing, you have it forever. It doesn't wear off. So if you get to that, truly, if anyone gets to that, just let me know of an emote that they want, and I can set it up as the 1000-bit emote. I am very glad that I have been able to help you in anything, truly. Whether it is relaxing or like just getting better at the game, that is pretty cool. That's pretty much why I started doing this. Okay, and these salamanders are annoying more than dangerous. I just don't want to lose so many arrows by shooting them over lava. Yeah, just like that. Zephyr good with the longbow. Might have to get that emote. If you get me a link to like Franker Face Z or Better Twitch TV, I might check it and determine if it's good enough for the stream or not. So this character has 3 runes. I can go do Sot. Before doing that, however, I want to buy one of these plates. Just out of curiosity, it doesn't seem that that I'm gonna be getting gold scales, so I might check. Wow, it's bad. Wow, it's bad. If it was plus 10, if it was plus 10, I would be interested in using it, but it's plus 0. We cannot. Yeah, it was really expensive because this is a Gosak bolt. Like there's an altar of Gosak, Antique Armor Emporium, Gosak's another Antique Armor Emporium. Something makes me think that the other plate is also not gonna be very good. You would have to make it yourself. That's an emote, haha. I don't know. Yeah, if you don't have already like a better Twitch TV emote for Zephyr Good, you don't really have to worry about it. I guess at the end of the day, it's the streamer's job to provide emotes for the community and not the other way around. And I cannot really afford to pay someone for an emote, at least not right now. So yeah, you don't really have to worry about it. Make Holy Pan an emote. Oh, I can do that for sure. Yeah, if you lend me the rights to Holy Pan, I can definitely make it an emote. Or I guess I can make it like an FFZ emote. You're lucky because that's one of the songs that I like the least from that soundtrack, so I can just go ahead and skip that for the Cuphead soundtrack, it seems. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I see that you also do the same thing that Aster was doing before. When it says game soundtrack of your choice, it means like an actual, like the entirety of a soundtrack. You don't have to link me single songs. Um, so yeah, that's why it's like kind of expensive in the form of 1,000 channel points. Okay, this would be a very good moment for me to have a longbow or an arbalest of penetration, but since we don't have it, we just kind of have to hold down tab here, and it works pretty well. I legit held down tab, and I was able to kill everything. I'm very glad that there's no Draconian Earth Mage to destroy corridors, and we are gonna do the same thing again. Kidoki. So far so good. I'm gonna kill the entirety of SOT for experience for extended. I might as well be as strong as I can be before jumping into extended if I'm gonna be doing that without spells. And I don't really feel like I need spells with a holy crossbow. You know, it's strong enough to avoid the necessity of absolute zero. If you're willing, what about a single game OST redeem that's cheaper? I'm gonna think about it. I might do it just because you're a regular, pretty much. So yeah, you can probably look forward to that in the future. Wow, thank you so much for the extra 100 bits. I appreciate it quite a bit. Are you getting an alert from that? I might have to make like a custom alert for 100 bits. I haven't really worked in my bit alerts that much because ever until very recently, people never really gave me bits. But since people are giving me bits, might as well get them something fancy. I might even go like an even fancier route and make random alerts. I follow a streamer that has multiple alerts for the same donation goal, and it's pretty good. Do some silly animation. Hello, Abbott Gaming. Good to see you around. I don't think I've seen you before here, so welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy it. So, am I not poison resistant? Wow, it doesn't seem to be that I am. Kind of weird to get this late into the game and not be poison resistant. That's something that you usually take for granted. But I guess my source of poison resistance was the rapier that I haven't really been using anymore because I have Zephyr, and Zephyr is kind of incredible. Okay, I like the soundtrack for Cuphead. It's a pretty good soundtrack. Okay, probably should have maneuvered into making the Tentacled Monstrosity not step in stairs. Or not step in the sod trap, but it wasn't really that big of an issue. I find it funny how we went from not having boots to having that for boots. Like, I think that greatly compensates for not having boots for such a large amount of the game. I have so much armor that I feel that if I switch from what I currently have to like gold scales or crystal plate, I would gain like immediately like 30 armor class or something. But I believe it or not, I personally value resistances or a balanced character more than a character that has like 60 armor class and 30 evasion, and then it doesn't have any resistances whatsoever, and it gets destroyed by like a spark wasp. Yeah, I like my resistances. I don't know if I could even consider it to be a player flaw there, but I feel like when I have resistances, I just take less damage than when I have a million armor class, you know. So so far so good. It seems like we are doing quite well in SOT. I mean, we haven't encountered any orbs of fire or anything, but as far as draconians and random garbage that SOT throws at me, doing quite well. And I cannot help but think that that is partly because of the fact that my resistances are so good. Like the only resistance that is currently being checked that I don't have is resistance to poison. So if I have that, that would be pretty cool. I don't think I need it, however. If the golden dragon shoots poison, I can just jump away from it. Of course, if another poisoner follows up, I'm gonna have to eat the poison, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, a draconian shifter is an issue. I don't want to get that. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. Okay, took 25. Golden Dragon. Berserk Golden Dragons are pretty scary, actually. From all the dragons, these ones are the ones that deal the most melee damage, pretty much. Bite for 40, claws for 20, tramples for 20. So that is quite a lot of damage if it's berserking. I'm gonna read blinking here. I feel like it's the absolute safest thing to do considering my current HP. If I haste, I think I should be able to win the fight just by hasting and kind of holding down tab. You like the first pip of resistance, feels like the most impactful. Definitely, it is the pip of the resistance that decreases the damage the most. But the more resistance you get, the more times you can take attacks like that. It may not really matter that much to have 2 or 3 pips of the resistance unless you're fighting like something that's actually really bad, like a Orb of Fire. But yeah, I like to have it because it just makes fights even more safe. And yeah, if I was to take off the chainmail, I would lose 3 pips of fire resistance and resistance to electricity, and those are kind of my only 3 pips of fire resistance and resistance to electricity that I have. I guess I could replace it with gold scales. No, with storm scales. That's what I could replace it for, to retain resistance to electricity and go by with only the fire resistance from the scarf. That doesn't sound terrible. For SOT. For extended, I would like to have 3 pips of fire resistance. Okay, probably should haste here. This looks like a non-good situation for me. I really don't want to fight that golden dragon. Is it fast? I guess it's not fast, but me being a Barachi, I move slower than a Berserk Golden Dragon, even while I am hasted. So it's gonna be gaining some tiles on me. Oh, and if this thing slows me, it's gonna be even worse. 55% chance to paralyze. Of course, we don't get it. We pretty much never get paralysis. At this point, I've already lost count of how many golden dragons we've killed without getting scales. Storm, Shadow, Ice, Fire, Acid, and Swamp. Still no gold scales. So I think I need to run for my life here until the teleport triggers. And now that the teleport trigger, we can just kinda take the fight in a much more favorable position. Like I can just hold down tab here, kind of. Okay, I was thinking of drinking Keurig, but I can't just rest upstairs. And it's like drinking Keurig, but free, you know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. I wonder if it drops scales. Someone requested this the other day. I really cannot remember who, but I ended up liking it. I think it was Heffy. I think it was Heffy, yeah. Heffy doesn't really speak a lot in chat, but he lurks here every now and then. So Heffy requested this, and I ended up liking it enough. Still no gold scales, but I could get some storm scales. But I'm not going to. I think I would rather just stick with what I currently have, to be completely honest. That was an interesting thought too. I feel like it was a bit too scary. Okay, I think I want to get an angel friend. Probably step here to prevent my angel friend from being absolutely destroyed by that. There's a chance that the Deva could have been one shot by that. 3 dice of 43. So yeah. That is some good damage, let me tell you. I would like to have potions of mutation. In the whole game, I think I've only gotten 2 of them. Maybe even 1 of them. Yeah, I probably have only gotten 1 potion of mutation in the entirety of the game. And I ended up using it to get rid of something. Oh, gold scales. Do I wanna... Yeah, I think at least for Sot... it's complicated. What do I value more? Getting defense, getting resistance to electricity, or getting more armor class? Yeah, the issue is that it would kinda nuke my evasion, actually. Your armor class would increase by 3, and it's only +0, so if I enchant it, and I can definitely enchant it to full, my armor class would increase quite a bit, but I would be at like 5 evasion. In fact, just to find out, 3615 versus 3319 and resistance to electricity. Yeah, I don't think I cared that much about electricity in Pandemonium, but in Sot there's like electric golems, there's storm dragons, there's black draconians, there's even ancient liches. I think they have lightning bolt or something. I actually don't know. Let's find out. No, they don't have lightning bolt. They have crystal spear, corrosive bolt, and that's pretty much it. Good to know. So the only things that they can attack you with are things that you cannot really resist, only hope to dodge. They're kind of like Damnation Light in a sense, because you cannot really mitigate Damnation in any way, but at least these things you can kind of block them or dodge them, so but you cannot really resist them. Or at least that's the case for Crystal Spear. I'm including Bolt of Acid as well, because people usually don't walk around wearing resistance to corrosion. And I personally am not a fan of juggling rings. Never really liked it. Okay, decided to switch to the Arbalest to kill the Cursto, because they kinda are undead, so they take extra damage from the Arbalest, and it worked quite well. I juggled jewelry. Yeah, juggling jewelry is definitely like something you can do. It's not something that you have to do, but it's something that you can do. I am personally not a fan of juggling jewelry. Yeah, I find it like kind of tedious and disrupting of the flow of the game. But I do play this kind of fast. So you probably have already noticed, but I tend to go with what I can wear for the most without having to juggle rings. Like as you can see here, I don't even have any other rings apart from what I'm currently using. Um, if I wanted to be like absolutely optimal, I could be carrying another ring of slaying that I found on the floor, and I could replace it with I could replace it for the ring of willpower when I'm not fighting things that check willpower and that kind of stuff, but I really do not like it. This is interesting music. This is the soundtrack for Animal Crossing, I think. Um, for one of the Animal Crossings. I've never played Animal Crossing myself, but one of the viewers requested that like a week ago or something, and I liked it. It feels pretty decent as background music. Definitely not intrusive. So I kind of liked it enough to keep it. It's not normally what I would listen to, and it's definitely not something that I would listen to in any other context, but for background music while playing a game, it definitely does a job. Yeah. When it comes to Animal Crossing, I've never, ever played an Animal Crossing game, and it really doesn't appeal to me because it feels like there's no game. It's only grinding, and I'm not really that much a fan of that. But again, I am kind of like a special person when it comes to video games. Like for example, I played Terraria for the single player. I didn't play Terraria to build a cool house or a cool base or anything. My bases in Terraria were definitely more functional than pretty. Animal Crossing is quite a meditative game. Yeah, it's a game that you play to pass the time, but as I mentioned, I just don't really. It doesn't resonate with me. Like I can kind of understand why people like it, but I definitely don't feel the call of Animal Crossing. That's how I play Minecraft, building cool houses and stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like as I mentioned, when I was playing Terraria, or I've played, I completed one playthrough of Terraria in like one of the easiest difficulties. No, not doing that. Oh, the opposite. Okay, so like me, I completed Terraria in one of the easier difficulties, and my base was like really ugly and stuff. And yeah, like I also have two other playthroughs that I haven't finished just yet, and they're pretty much the same. Oh, that is not good. That is the opposite of good. That's pretty bad, actually. Where did I land? Okay. Okay, so I could blink for the orb, but we are not gonna be doing that because I am not going to win the game just yet. Instead of that, we're gonna re-teleport and hope that I don't die because I got marked. So I'm gonna be fighting the entirety of the things that are here, the things that are over here, pretty much the entirety of the Sod Vault. You like to do skyblock in Minecraft. Very calming to me for some reason. What is a skyblock? From the name, I would assume that it's like stacking blocks on your feet until you reach the sky. That's what I would assume skyblock means. You can kind of do the same thing in Terraria. And it's like a valid strategy to reach some parts of the map that you wouldn't be able to reach immediately after starting the game in any other way. That's exactly what skyblock is. Yeah, like the name is very descriptive. I would be surprised if it was not that. You start out on this pre-generated island in the void with nothing but some dirt, a tree, and some basic items. You have to go from there. It's a classic map. Oh, so it's like that's pretty cute. Hmm. Yeah, this is a bad situation. This is seriously bad. The worst part about it is that the teleport is gonna take like 20 million turns. At least I am near full HP, so I don't feel immediately like, oh no, I'm gonna die next turn, you know? Worst, like absolute worst case scenario, I can blink out by using 2 or 3 blinks. And I can also like jump away. That's a resource that I haven't spent just yet. Fighting these things is definitely not possible. Maybe if I was like a strong spellcaster, like a I think a spellcaster that would be able to do a single Ziggurat would be able to take on this, but we are definitely not this. Or we're definitely not that, and we have to take fights in a much more controlled environment, which this definitely is not. Okay, I don't like how so many things are happening in any given turn. It almost feels like I'm slow with how many things happen in a single turn when I know that I am not slow. Um, I don't want to get malmutated any more than what I already have because I only have 2 potions of mutation. So getting rid of those malmutations will be annoying in the future. Okay, we don't one-shot the Ancient Lich, but we were pretty close to one-shotting it. Um, Yeah, I think I am not that afraid of the Orbs of Fire. The real issue here is the fact that my melee resistance, like my armor class, evasion, and shield, are not fantastic. They're okay, they're pretty decent, but they are not fantastic by any means. So that means that I'm gonna be taking like some serious damage from these Orb Guardians. Especially when they get berserked by the Moth of Rat, there's a chance of getting like Crystal Speared and losing 120 HP in a single turn, and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, there is a lot that can go wrong here if I don't get the teleport very soon, even if I'm at full HP. I would like to kill the Moth of Rat, but unfortunately, um, it's like blocked by everything, and I don't have anything that penetrates. I oh wait, I can name it here. Okay, we can give it a try. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, it hit, but it didn't deal a lot of damage, and that's really messed up. That's really messed up. Not only did we take 71, um, but we also lost the teleport because a Quicksilver Dragon removed it. So, since we got hit by Quicksilver, we should lose the mark like in a couple of turns, right? And I have 7 blinking. I can just go ahead and blink here, jump here, and maybe run for it. This is like salvageable. You just have to know exactly what to do and when to do it. That's also very important. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like huge waste and resources that I didn't really want to go through, but I take that over just dying, you know? Okay. I probably should haste if I'm gonna be running away. Oh, is that what Purple Draconians breathe now? Yeah, I think they have always gotten Quicksilver. Very annoying. Okay, so I thought that I was going to lose. Oh, never mind. I did lose the Sentinel's mark, but I stepped on the trap and I got marked again, and then I got slowed. Okay, now I think I want to use another blink. Um, Probably should have used it before the Death Cop slowed me. But yeah, we probably have to blink again. Okay, good blink. Placed me even further away than normal blink would. Yeah, it's exactly that cancellation breath, and it is a pretty nasty effect to be on the receiving end of more often than not. Sometimes it can help you, but more often than not it will remove your teleports and your hastes, and you will die. So I used Cleansing Flame several times against that Death Cove. I'm kind of surprised that it was able to tank it so well. Tanked the Cleansing Flame like a champion. Can't help but wonder if a Purple Draconian can breathe on itself for cancellation. Do you mean a player Purple Draconian, or do you mean a monster Purple Draconian? Because monsters are, I don't think they're smart enough for that. Um, Players might be able to do it. Okay. Come on, don't make me blink. The stairs are over there. Um, Okay, so I can step here, the Orb Guardian hits me again, it's not Berserk, worst case scenario it hits me for 45, and then maybe summon an Angel? Is it a bad thing that I got the HP MP split as a DS spellcaster? Um, it's kind of complicated to answer that. I guess it depends on personal preference. Um, but it certainly is better if you're not like actively casting spells, because it's like a whole resource that you're not really using, and when you have that, then it becomes a usable resource, you know. Um, huh. I like the sound. Yeah, we can allow that. uh, Yeah, pretty much what K9 said. I feel exactly the same way about Guardian Spirit. For some characters it's really good, for some characters not so much, and some characters is literally a suicide. Um, so yeah, as a debuff, there's times where like I'm just saying debuff as an example of a species that gets like very little HP and a lot of mana. There's some cases where you would like to have Guardian Spirit, and there's some situations where having Guardian Spirit would kill you. So yeah, it really depends. Anyway, um, okay, probably switch to this. And are you faster than I am? No way. No way you're faster than I am. You might be faster than I am. Yeah, I was forgetting that frogs cannot walk away from things fast enough. Mm. Okay, you know what would be really good? Learning Blink. I might consider like investing a bit on translocations for Blink. Right now it would be a really good thing to have. But of course, there's not much we can do about it immediately. Um, Probably drink a couple of heal wounds. Okay, I think I'm fine just drinking one. Nah, we can drink another one. You regained 5 HP. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Um, Probably won't be able to use those downstairs, but we can go back into the fray. That's a pretty close call. If I had gotten screwed by the dispersal trap, things could have gotten really, really bad. Okay, we got Berserkitis, we got Statroth 2. I don't think Statroth 2 particularly matters. We got No Potion Heal 1. We got Tsitsi Mito as well. Um, okay, maybe switch to the Arbalest. Alrighty. Arbalest did some work there. Okay, Arbalest time part 2. Okay, so here's the thing. I am not at full HP because the Tsitsi Mito tormented me, And now I'm fighting an Orb of Fire and an Ancient Lich at the same time. That feels a bit like too much for me. Probably gonna ask for a friendly angel. We got a Deva. That is excellent. So if it gets a maximum damage roll Crystal Spear, it can one-shot me, but I don't think that will happen. That's like extremely unlikely, and I also got that mutation that makes me kind of waste half my potion. So I'm not gonna drink heal wounds here. We're just gonna try to kill the Ancient Lich. Hope that I don't get Crystal Speared. Fortunately, it doesn't happen. We can just switch into Zephyr for the Orb of Fire. Yes, as long as it doesn't target the Deva, that's pretty good. The Orb of Fire is smitten, the Orb of Fire is destroyed. Mwah. That is excellent. Like, Devas are just so much better than angels. There's no comparison. Devas are just on another level when compared to angels. And just feel like they die super fast, but Devas are extremely tanky. Of course, if they get hit by like Fireball, that is not good. But as far as melee goes, at least the Tower Shield really goes a very long way to make them tanky. Okay, I think I want to get rid of that, and I don't think it got rid of anything. Yeah, that, I mean, I guess I don't care about losing 20% mana, but I kind of want to not have Blurry Vision. If I had gotten Blurry Vision before, I would have died in that previous situation. Oh, now I have Blurry Vision too. Yeah, that's really bad. I wanted to go for the 15 runes this game, but with Blurry Vision too, I don't know if I should be doing it. Because Blurry Vision is one of the worst mutations in the game. Like, I highly value the ability to use blinking to save myself in sketchy situations. Blurry Vision kinda prevents you from doing just that. And even though I have Barachi Hop and I can kind of mitigate that in some way, I still would like to have my Scrolls of Blinking, you know? So yeah, in case any of you are new, Blurry Vision, what Blurry Vision does is that normally you read a scroll and it happens immediately, right? And then the monsters take the turn. With Blurry Vision, the monsters take the turn and then your scroll happens. So like in a situation like the one I was in before, I was here, right, or something, and I use blinking to blink to the edge of line of sight. If I had Blurry Vision, I would have taken one turn of melee from everyone here, potentially dying, and then if I didn't die, I would have blinked. So Blurry Vision is definitely one of the worst mutations in the game. I personally think it's the worst one. Teleportitis might be worse, but Blurry Vision will kill you if you need it, or if you need the thing to happen. So yeah, one of my least favorite mutations in the game. It really is crippling. It's so crippling that I was considering to do 15 runes, and now I don't think I want to do 15 runes just because I don't have the ability to get rid of Blurry Vision. Okay, yeah, sure, we get malmutated. Probably shouldn't have done SOT 5 with so little potions of mutation, but getting malmutated is kind of inevitable unless you go Xin, but Xin kind of sucks. I'm not a fan of Xin. So yeah, we are probably just gonna pick up the orb and win the game. Okay. At least we had fun with Zephyr and 20 slaying, but It's such a shame that I have to win the game. This character really would like to go for the whole 15 runes just to take advantage of the 20s lane, you know? Okay, so here's one thing that I can do, like the last ditch resource. The absolute like I have not done Bolts 5 and I have not done Crypt. I can do those two and try to get Potions of Mutation to get rid of Blurry Vision. Yeah, I don't care. I literally don't care about anything else other than Blurry Vision. Getting rid of Frail would be a nice perk, but the one that I have to get rid of is Blurry Vision, and if I don't get rid of it, the game cannot continue. So here's what I can offer you. I can sleep on it, come back not tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday, and I like to watch Lionel. But on Sunday, I can come back on Sunday and finish this character. Or go ahead and do that and hope that I find mutation. So that's probably what I'm gonna be doing. Um, so, as I always say, if you have been enjoying the show, you can consider following if you're not already following. I would appreciate it if you do. If you're already following, you might consider subscribing. Subscribing is nice, it helps me. Of course, you don't have to do it if you don't want to or can't afford to do so, but it's fine. It makes me happy if you do. Um, and yeah, let's go ahead to see if someone is streaming Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. If no one is, I'm gonna raid someone who is completely unrelated to hopefully get them interested in the thing and like get more people to know about the game. I feel like that's very important, and that's probably something that hasn't been done before. So let's see what we got. Yeah, thank you all for watching, truly, because there's no point in streaming if no one is watching, and like having an actual chat to interact with and like answer their questions and ask them questions and just like makes small talk makes streaming much more enjoyable of an experience. The early days where I didn't really have anyone to speak with about the game, it was pretty rough. I did have some friends watching, and I even talked with them in Spanish while playing Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, but I obviously like scared away a lot of people, I guess. But yeah, what I have right now is something that I really enjoy. So thank you all so much. Um,